Oh, fuck.
Synced it up. Look at that
I got it in
episode.
there.
17.
Ruined the intro already. Good job, Noah. He acts like he's got the most viewed video. Second most viewed
Second.
video.
Yeah.
Now.
I'll take
Cisco
second.
has knocked his ass down a peg or two.
Yep. Just wait till we get the wrestlers on here. That'll be the day. Who's
That's
excited? If you're excited, throw a like.
Do it, Doug. Do it.
Do it, Doug! You can do it.
Talk.
Doug is here in spirit. He's like on that side, and he's always been here. One day he will be here. We're getting close to June or July or Doug
To
July.
make his way back to
when he's going to be
Pennsylvania.
here, right? All right, so today we're going to talk probably some more tech crap because Techie Trio talking Techie Talk, I think is what I named
Talk,
that one.
Yep.
And it went, people liked it. So let's do it again. We like talking tech stuff. So if you don't like talking tech stuff, turn to tech stuff off.
And if not, just
Bye.
listen, because we'll probably go on a tangent about something completely different anyway.
But I don't know if you noticed. We noticed that we've been at like 69 subscribers
Nice.
for like a week.
That's a good number, though.
It's the funniest number. If I had to be stuck at a number, I'm going to be stuck at 69.
It's
Let's
going
do
down
it.
to 68 after this video.
One guy's like,
Noah's gone home to unsubscribe.
right?
I can do it live on the podcast if you want.
Yeah. Oh, no. Do not ruin it now. I had that, right? I think I told that story, right? Where I was like, on Fuzzers, when I was like, man, I went from 63 to 62.
That's a
I was
sad
like,
moment.
That guy, like, really? Come on, man. I'm just getting started. I need a kick in the nuts. So we might put some AI as a guest on the show. I don't know. I thought that'd be fun. We'll put the AI on the phone, stand it up. I'll put the mic there, and we'll, I don't know, bring a AI guest on the show. That'd be fun. I got a laptop bag from LTT. I kind of like it sometimes. Noah puts lotion on the skin, so we're going to talk about that, whatever the hell that means. Maybe some NFL stuff. I have some phone stuff, some sticky stuff, some other things.
Some sticky stuff.
Oh, he has some sticky stuff. It
Some
goes right along
sticky
with that
stuff.
lotion.
Right? We had Mike last week, so we hope everybody enjoyed that episode. Mike's hilarious. You liked it, let us know. We'll bring Mike back. Mike was super, super nervous, but he was super excited when we were done. He wants to do it again.
Now we have Mike's future son-in-law. And next episode will be Mike's daughter.
He's running thin on
His
on
future
people to come
wife.
on the podcast.
I've got one family, and I'm milking it for all I got.
Right.
They're the ones I hang out with all the time. So, doing the friends. It's fine. You're like our friend, right, Doug? Doug's gonna think everybody he hasn't met is like a celebrity now.
I've never met
He's
Doug
gonna
in
want
5
everybody-
years, so it's going to be very interesting when I meet him for the
He's gonna
first
get
time.
everybody to get an autograph.
The best part is, if this ever takes off, people are going to be like, who the fuck is Doug? I want to meet Doug.
Who's
Right?
the Doug Michaels?
They feel like Doug is just behind the camera all the time. They just want to meet Doug.
Like Doug's the producer. He is kind of the
You're
producer.
going to have to throw a picture up.
Because I get all lazy, and then Doug's like, "Where's the shorts?" Okay, it's been one day. Where's the shorts?
Well,
I'm
speaking
like,
Do
of
it, Doug.
shorts,
Stay on him.
if we want to plug the TikTok page, Complaint Department 87 on TikTok. We have 4 or 5 shorts up there now. They're doing pretty well so far. These fuckers don't know what TikTok is or how to
We
use
don't,
it, so
we brought Noah
No.
in to
Yeah.
do that part.
you might see my face a little more. I don't know.
I threw up an Instagram, and we're working on getting the Spotify and the podcast for audio only coming.
But if they listen to what if it's really in the future and they're listening now? They could be. They're already on Spotify, going, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Well, this was it.
Well,
this episode we weren't on Spotify.
Yeah.
But maybe we will.
Welcome to the past.
Be. Wow, it's amazing. All right, so Noah, you put lotion on your skin at work.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I mean, that doesn't seem that bad, right? You get,
No,
all
it-
dry
honestly-
and scaly, but you're 23. How are you drying out already like a fucking prune over there?
I mean, I have eczema.
Yeah, I have
dry
really
out.
bad eczema, if you couldn't tell. I have really bad bumpy skin.
So do
I
I, but I'm
definitely-
not rubbing lotion on
But
me.
Yeah, I
I-
don't put lotion on at work. I'm
It
curious.
really didn't start until I started at this new job, and I think the Boston Dynamics robot really
I was
started
going
that.
to say,
No,
get the peanut butter off later.
When the peanut butter's not working, we pull out the lotion. Got it.
well, you never know.
Podcast gone right in the trash. YouTube turned it
All
off.
right, so why do
Sorry.
you put lotion on at work?
So I think it's because of the soap in the bathroom. It dries the shit out of my skin.
Okay.
And so Gabby, my fiance, she works at Bath and Body Works, so
Yeah.
she gets a bunch of free shit all the time.
Okay.
And I found
Also,
this.
not
scent-
only is he putting lotion on, this is scented lotion.
So this
he's
is-
walking around
yeah.
smelling like a whore.
So I started this new job, and around my birthday, Gabby gives me this discontinued scent that I really like. And little did I know, it kind of smells feminine, and I never thought it did. And I have the body spray, I have the hand lotion, I have the body wash.
This Bath and Body Works, and
it was in the men's section.
Feminine?
It was in the men's.
They
have a men's section. They don't have a men's section.
What is it? 4 bottles?
It's like 6. All right, it's 6.
They just added some musk to whatever scent they had.
Ocean spray, musk edition.
All right,
So here, there's 99% candles and women's lotion, and then here's your men's section, right? It's very narrow. They have like deodorant.
So is this discontinued scent from the men's?
Yes, it is from the men's, and it's called Gingham Unstoppable.
All right, well,
it smells very.
Bath
I should have brought it with
Works,
me.
You have one.
I love that
fan
scent. I love that scent. So I brought in the little portable one to work because I was like, I'm sick of having dry skin. So I started using it. We work in this huge, just open space, right? And it's like
not open enough for Bath and Body Works.
My boss sits like across. Like here's me. My boss is pretty far across. Little did I know that this lotion emits a very strong scent across the entire office.
Have you never been to a mall?
So I put it on for the first few days. It's going well, and then I walk past the manager of security, and he goes, "That's where that fucking scent's coming from." He's like, I thought it was Tanya. I'm like, motherfucker. And then I just get shit all day now. Every time I use it. So that's what you guys were seeing was the text I got from my coworker. He just sent me a $20 off coupon for Bath and Body Works. He said, "Hey, you need any more lotion? I got a $20 coupon."
Look, he can't double up. He's already got the friends and family discount.
Yeah.
From his
it's very gratuitous. Thank you, Bath and Body Works.
Can't get 20% off for free.
So it's tough because I love the scent, but like I get so much shit for it at work. But I just double down on it. I just kept using it.
I need to dive into this a little more because I worked in an office probably rather similar to where you are now. And I'll tell you right now, any smell, you can smell it. Because we used to tell people, like, chill out on your cologne and stuff when you come in the building, because it's a small area, and that air
one of the security guys wears Axe, and I've been giving him shit now, so I just double down with the body lotion.
Is that the guy that's like, hey, I smell Tanya on your fucking hands, bro?
I just think I get shit because it smells a little feminine, so everybody took that and ran with it. You know?
I mean, not only does it smell a little what's the label on the bottle look like?
You want me to pull up a picture of it?
No, just describe it.
Okay, so we have blue and white plaid going around it, and then it's a gold, shiny gold label. It says Gingham Unstoppable.
Gingham Unstoppable.
Yeah, this is making it way better.
Yeah.
Does your friend that texts you watch the...
No, because
he's gonna now.
I haven't told people the username because I'm worried about the peanut butter stuff that people are gonna find jars of peanut butter in places that they wouldn't think. Yeah.
You think the lotion's bad? You're gonna go into work. There's gonna be Jif bottles all over your thing.
Yeah, I mean, look,
that one's for you, Josh.
From our generation, we've walked into a mall and we can tell you which end the Bath and Body Works is on.
Yeah, which end the Aeropostale's on too.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have those anymore, I don't think.
I don't know. Abercrombie.
Abercrombie.
Right? Yeah.
Hollister and Abercrombie are gone.
You walk in there with blonde hair, you come out with slicked black hair and a fucking cut up t-shirt.
Yeah, they remove your shirt in there.
Yeah. No. They beat you to shit while you're
Unless
in there.
you're like me, and then they're like, dude, you were the wrong size. You were in the wrong store.
We sell extra small.
You need to walk the mall a couple more years.
Come
back.
Mall opens at 6:30. Be here at 5.
All right, so back to the lotion though.
Yes.
So beyond the smell of the lotion and all that, so you're coming out of the bathroom, your hands are dry.
Yeah.
Putting this lotion on.
Yeah.
Is it a lotion that absorbs into your hands quickly, or is it greasy?
No, it's not greasy. You use about this much amount, and it's soaked into the skin. It's nice and moisturized.
Okay. I was curious because I was wondering, like, if you're grabbing the doorknob and then the guy behind you is grabbing the doorknob.
Well, especially because I have an MX Master, which is really not nice mouse. I don't want to ruin that with lotion. You know, I got the fucking girls at work that wear 6 tons of makeup every day. Then they put on their Logitech headset and it comes off and it's pink because of all that makeup. And then they're ruining technology, and I don't want to be that person. I just paired somebody's laptop to their new laptop to their headset, and I touched her headset, and I had mascara on this hand and fucking foundation.
Bath and Body Works on this hand.
And then I made a nice lotion out of it.
She's like, oh, he won't mind. That's the one that wears that gingham style.
It smells nice.
Yeah, I'm
they
sure
didn't
it
even
does.
notice the difference in smell. They think you smell like a girl.
Yeah.
If you didn't get it from your fiance, she'd be thinking you should be cheating on her at work.
No, yeah.
Because you come home smelling like a girl.
Yeah, because there's no way
She likes the
you
scent,
obviously
too.
haven't
Because she's a girl.
Yeah.
Like,
She got me the whole set for my birthday, too. Because they
Oh,
discontinued
of course
it, so
she
she
did.
went on eBay and found the whole suite of the scent. And I think it's a pretty in-demand scent. Because it was like $45 for that whole set. That's over the MSRP of all of it. So people, there is a demand for this scent, all right?
wait, you gotta buy a whole set to get the one scent?
No,
the whole set,
He
so,
has
like,
the
the
lotion, but
the
now he has
lotion.
the eau de toilette and the...
I've always had the body spray. I use the I mean,
Oh, no,
kinda-
I'm not
it's-
coming
it
over there.
smell-
I'm not coming over there.
are you
I
curious
have
enough?
lots of questions, but no, I can't smell anything anyway. My nose doesn't work that way.
Yeah, my nose doesn't work that way.
Have me back for episode 3. I'll bring the lotion and we can all test it
We can
out.
leave that up to if we get any views from this.
Doug,
They turned it off instantly.
Doug, make some fake Google accounts.
Doug,
That's probably 68 fake Google accounts that Doug has just to build up my confidence.
yeah, he's like, Joe felt bad this week. Let's give it one more count.
Now let's keep it at 69 for 2 months.
Hey, now
He's going to love it.
This one's going to go viral, though, because Bath and Body Works is about to hear from their biggest male customer.
That's true. You're going to be like the
They're like,
Jared
dude, this
of
guy's going
Bath
to
and Body
eBay.
Works.
No, stop right there. Stop right there.
He walked there every day just to get his
It only
lotion.
complimented 2 8-year-olds on the way.
And then they discontinued it, damn it. Now he's at work with
They
this
found out
feminine
about the
smell.
compliments, and then they had to cancel the whole scent because it was branded around me.
So what do you? Okay, so here's if
We have so many topics, and
If
we're going to
Bath
talk
and
about
Body
this.
Works doesn't take our plea to bring it back, what is your next course of action? Are you moving? To,
Oh, I'm making the scent by myself.
Are you moving
I'm
to
figuring
another
out a way.
male scent? Or are you moving into their female scents that smell?
No, I'm quitting my
close?
job, and I'm fully investing on recreating the scent by any means necessary.
You don't think there's a patent on it somewhere?
Who fucking cares? I'll make it for myself. What, are they going to break down my door like Joe's podcast? They're going to be like, oh, he's using Coke.
Yeah, they're gonna
He can't use Coke on the
They're gonna
podcast.
start walking beagles around like I know where Noah lives. It's that scent that we discontinued 4 years ago.
Is that Gangnam Unstoppable? No, it's Noah for Noah. From Noah.
It's coming from the 3rd floor, guys.
No, I mean,
Your
Gabby,
name's
like I
Noah,
said,
so we
because
could have like 2 giraffes like kissing or something like it.
And then it forms into a heart?
Yeah, with a little boat under them, right? It'd be great. Like too.
well, Gabby, because she works there, she actually got some normal scents for me too, like that are still in production. So I have those too.
Are they also
He's
in
got
the?
backups.
They are in the man section.
There's not a man
I
section.
didn't go to Bath and Body Works.
I'm not going to Bath and Body Works.
I didn't even know there was a man section.
I'm very passionate about this.
Be like sending Gabby to Micro Center. Like she's not going there.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But Micro Center's an hour and a half away. She wouldn't make that drive to begin with.
I don't even know where Bath and Body Works is.
Park
It in
City
the mall?
Park City.
Do they still have malls?
There's one
Yeah.
in Galleria. There's a Bath and Body Works at
Well,
Galleria.
Galleria's dying.
Galleria has turned into storage and a casino.
I think it's all they had
I
left.
bought Gabby's engagement ring there from a guy in a corner. Not even a real jewelry store.
Dude, does
He
anybody...
was in a dark corner and he was like, that's the one.
This is my precious.
You got a warranty on that?
Like,
He's like, if I'm here next week. Sorry.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Back to
So
the.
you drive past the mall, JCPenney, Sears, they all died, right?
Yeah.
JCPenney's still around, but I get what you're saying.
But Boscov's still up there.
Yeah,
Well,
I want
do
you
you think that's just like a drug front? Like how did everybody else die?
Well, we
they're
can-
still there.
We can even add, like,
Flower
if you're
sweaters.
talking about drug fronts,
I'm
I
pretty
hate to-
sure Spirit Halloween is the biggest drug front, and then like
No,
Boscov's
there
is
is
the money
one bigger than
laundering
that.
behind it.
I have a huge conspiracy theory. You guys have probably heard it, but I firmly believe in this one. Mattress Firm is a fucking front. Have you?
All right.
You could see mattress front of mattress fronts. Mattress.
I don't know. We're just
Mattress
checking
Burns,
sponsors off
it's
the
like-
list. We're like,
Yeah, these guys
They're
are
within a
never
quarter
coming to
mile
us.
of each other. Have you ever went to a mattress firm and bought a mattress?
no, I've never.
They're within a quarter mile of each other on the same road. They're like subways. Yeah, and you never see anybody inside of one. It's like, who is going and buying a mattress at a physical store like that?
You don't like even the other one that I bought mine from. I don't want to say the names because we don't need to be banned from everybody.
Check. Well, we never made any money because we made fun of
The one
literally
that
everyone.
I bought,
The TikTok
At a-
Creator Fund.
the mattress that I bought at a fancy store, they shipped it to my house. So I mean, you go to the store and you kind of test one.
It was
but then-
definitely Casper.
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Never mind.
I got mine. I got
It's
mine
the
on
same one
Amazon.
your mom has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same one your mom has.
I got mine on Amazon. It was shipped to my door in a box about this thick, and then I unsealed it, and it came up.
Yeah.
No,
I think that's what our generation.
got moving parts.
Mine has springs in it.
No, mine's got bladders.
Huh?
Mine's got air bladders.
Oh.
Like a balloon.
Yeah.
He's sleeping on a giant condom.
Nice. Nice.
I'm sleeping on an air mattress with like, if you wrapped it in a bunch of blankets.
See, I like air mattresses though. Like they're comfortable.
But then you got to let just a little bit of the air out.
So you sink in a little bit.
Sink in. That's how I like mine. So that's exactly what I have, yeah.
But next time you look on your map or just look around while you're driving, you will see at least 5 or 6 mattress firms just chilling with nobody inside of it except for the salesperson.
Do you think maybe a container full of feathers doesn't really cost $5,000? Is that how they stay there too?
But how have they not closed down though?
Because they only
Who
need
is
to
buying a
sell
$5,000 mattress?
2 a month.
Yeah, I mean, they probably have to sell like one a year. And actually, you think about it, most of those, though, aren't they like, you see that they sell like the hotel version. So they probably deal with like the hotels in the area a lot to replace things. So that's probably their biggest customer.
You don't think they have a big distributor that the hotel calls?
Yeah, but we just had Mike on, right? Bug beds. People throwing mattresses out all the time.
Bug beds?
Bed bugs.
All right,
I said that on one of the most popular shorts. I got my words backwards, and I was just like, I can't fix it. I fucked up. I don't know what to do.
AI could have helped you there.
Yeah. Like my mouth's moving, and we just replace all the words.
It's like Timu, Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And then we just put a dub over top of it.
Yeah.
I did not get a chance to watch any Steven Seagal stuff.
The jokes
That's it. Next time we're having an episode, he's watching a Steven Seagal movie.
How many views did the one get that you guys watched about the shitty animation in movies or whatever? What was it?
136.
Oh. That's a good one.
Wait, was Cisco?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the most popular one. That's one that beat yours. We're trying to beat it now.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Maybe. Well, Cisco again. I don't know if Cisco will come back. I don't know. He might.
Come on, Cisco. Come on back. We still need to talk to you. And your son was interested in talking to us about music. He was
that would be
talking to us about making music. So.
No, it needs to be Cisco and that Bigfoot guy. What's it called? Bandersnatch?
Alba Twitch.
Alba Twitch. Man,
why are you... You want to have somebody on to talk about something. You keep besmirching its name.
I didn't remember.
Talk shit about them. And by the way, if you want to come on the podcast.
See, I'm uneducated. He's gonna be like, I got to come on the show. Just tell this guy. Like, I would never watch The Godfather if he didn't berate me. So berate me, and I'll get your critique.
You didn't convincing to watch The Godfather?
You didn't watch the second one. You watched the first one.
I watched half of it.
That is
once
not how
he's on
life
the schedule
works.
again.
No.
I'll watch.
Have you seen Goodfellas?
What's that?
I hate. You know who Ray Liotta is?
Is that Yoda's cousin? What are you talking about?
Or I might need to pause the podcast.
Are you you're not speaking English anymore?
It's another mob movie. Have you ever seen Casino?
I've never seen Casino, and that's on me.
What mob movies have you seen?
Peaky.
That is not a mob movie. That is a TV show on Netflix.
Completely different.
What do you mean a mob?
No, I'm talking like mafia, like organized crime.
Yeah, is Peaky Blinders like an Irish mob?
Yeah.
And you watched that and you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's because it's awesome.
Then watch Sopranos.
I was told to watch Sopranos by.
Yeah.
That was by Fuzz.
Sopranos is better than every other mob movie.
Sopranos is good. Yeah, Sopranos
every
is really
episode
good.
is like a movie.
If you've never seen the movies, you're going to enjoy Sopranos much more.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to know what to expect because you don't have a lot of that.
Because every mob thing, once you
they
watch
have those clicks and those stereotypes, they keep repeating.
all the Goodfellas, all the Godfathers, Goodfellas, Casino. Those are like the staples. You watch those and then you understand like there's only a couple ways that a mob movie can go or a mob show
I'm not saying
go.
I need to be spoon-fed when I watch a movie, but I want to be spoon-fed when I watch a movie a little bit.
Goodfellas is a pretty
try
good
that hard.
movie.
Like Godfather. Like how many families are there? There's like 5, right?
Yeah.
How many do you actually meet?
I don't know.
Well, in the first one, I think you only meet like 3.
So how am I, like, I don't understand it as well then, because I never met him. They're talking about the fucking Smiths are fucking over there, and I'm like, I never met him. Like, you got to put a face to the name. Like, maybe
I think you would enjoy Sopranos then because that's a show and you get spoon-fed because they had the time to spoon-feed you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they have more time to be like, the Smiths, and they bring him in, and then you have
And
him.
then they're like, here's the Smiths.
Yeah, that'd be fine, right? Because it was like, I didn't
But that's
get
why you
it.
like Peaky Blinders, too. But then it's...
I need to watch that show. Everybody tells me to watch that.
Don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
Don't
waste your
Don't
time.
listen to
You're the first person I've ever heard that said it sucks.
It's not... I won't say it sucks. It is... It did not maintain my interest at all. I watched the first 3 episodes and I went, I've seen all of these things in other shows. I know where they're going.
So there's something new going on.
Yeah. And
they just have a different accent.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, have you ever watched Sons of Anarchy?
No.
Okay. Well, you can watch Peaky Blinders or Sons of Anarchy.
I've heard Peaky Blinders name more. So.
One is a motorcycle gang. One is a Irish gang. But a lot of the tropes that they use are similar. Now, the only difference is Peaky Blinders is based on a historical Irish gang, whereas Sons of Anarchy is based on like the Hell's Angels story that was adapted.
I'm good.
And also added to like some of Shakespeare's Hamlet.
I might enjoy that one more then, because not that I don't like Irish, but I've heard that you have to watch that with the captions to really like fully understand.
For Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially the first episode.
What the fuck?
No,
Are you one of the assholes to watch captions?
No, I don't want to caption movies if they're speaking a completely different language. I just need a little guidance, because I'll be like, I got 90% of that sentence, and it should be the last word, and I'll look down.
Everybody that watches this podcast has been here enough to know.
No.
Joe can't read.
I can't.
So this motherfucker is pushing a show, and he even tells me we're going to have to read it because there are times you can't hear what they're saying. Are you fucking shitting me? You want me to watch a show that I have to read? And you bitch at me because I make you watch something that you don't have to read, you don't have to pay attention, you just watch people get stabbed and die.
I'm a firm believer that if you are not deaf, you do not need the fucking captions.
Hold on. I like captions.
I don't like captions.
But I do captions because I multitask a lot. So I'm not always listening to...
How can you multitask by reading the captions? You can't do anything else while you're reading the captions. You are fully invested in reading those captions.
I'm on Discord listening to Joe whine about everything else that he had in his life today. I'm watching the show and reading it while he's bitching about everything else in his life. And then I'm responding to him.
Not really a good look for you so far, Joe.
I don't know why I do this. Okay.
On the podcast, because you get slandered for not even...
We're going backwards.
When we go to merch, it's going to be like, poor Joe. Like, that's all the shirt's going to say.
And you got to be careful because all the Joe Biden
poor Joe, because you won't read it. It's going to be a picture.
Just my sad face on the shirt.
Hey, you know, so...
I don't know why
Joe just
do this. It's like a torture session in my basement where people just come over and hang me up and beat me with things.
Maddie was busy tonight, so
that was it.
That's
know, while we're on the topic of
what topic? Beat the shit out of Joe? Like this is a topic. It's a topic every week.
I'm joking.
They're gonna rename the podcast. Like,
did Mike find a way to slander you last week?
Probably.
Yes. He wouldn't buy the bitters.
Oh, you fucking cheat motherfucker!
Oh, yeah, that's
you
right.
cheat bastard!
Or even call his mom to get some, because he could have got a year's supply of bitters from his mom.
Within like 10 minutes, she would have jetted it down here.
It was like this big, and it was like $10. I'm like, no.
How much did you spend on that box?
A little bit.
Dude,
more than $10.
But that bottle of bitters, you don't need a lot. You need done.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can make 35 drinks. 35 drinks on that tiny.
That's what I'm saying.
Bottle.
What's the difference? So if you're gonna go drink,
it's an integral part of the drink.
So
no, it isn't. He drank them anyways, and he still got drunk.
We all agree that Joe's logic makes no sense. Because he's willing to save $10 on bitters, but he will buy 5-hour energy drinks
or a $125 LTT bag.
All right,
we'll get there.
No, that one's valid.
Nice bag.
But so I was going to say, while we were on the topic of you not being able to read, or not being able to read good,
T-shirt. Joe's illiterate.
I found something today that
and it's spelled wrong.
So recently, I've gotten into watching anime. It's been my more recent.
Well, you need captions for that, right?
No, not in this case. Most of the ones I'm watching are dubbed. So now it's okay. It's fine. But if not, I would have to read it. But this is nice because I just don't want to watch the news. I'm so tired of hearing the same shit over and over again. So I'm watching
the Senate.
cartoons.
I'm done.
But the best part is, so as we're doing this, right, I decided I'm going to buy some of the manga books to read. And I thought, you know what? These are books that I think are Joe's reading level.
The what?
Manga.
What are they in big print and small words?
They're comic books. They're comic
When you open the book,
they're
does it pop up?
Pictures. They don't pop up, but they're just pictures, and all you have to read are the word bubbles. Now,
that's a lot of text.
While I think you can handle a manga book, I'm going to let you in on a secret. You got to read them from right to left and from back to front. That's how they were designed.
That's like the Torah.
He has to say that's like Judaism stuff.
The Torah, yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
These are written in English.
How would I know? I'm not
It's
Jewish.
the Old Testament, but in Hebrew.
Okay.
The words inside are English on this one, so you can read them. They are words you will understand, but you're going to have to, open the book and look at it. And you read from bubbles from left or from right
Can we
to
get
left.
just a reading session from Joe? Can we get a
That
podcast
is what
of that?
Oh, dude! Like when they were in like second grade.
Isn't that what we do at the
and then,
beginning
like,
every
the
time he
teacher
reads
would
off
pick
this
on
list?
you to read a paragraph.
You'd be
I was like,
like,
no, I'd rather wax my nutsack. It was awful.
You didn't have any hair in your nutsack when they made you read in class.
Yeah, but
What, like the bounce ball one, whatever? So what, you'd read like a paragraph and then somebody would call your name and you'd have to immediately start reading right after the other person?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea where I am. I'm going to explode.
I can read, but I have performance anxiety, so like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, fuck that. All right, so
hated
enough slander on Joe. I know it's not my podcast,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
feel bad.
Oh yeah,
I feel
we're gonna
bad.
stop. Yeah, guaranteed.
Oh, Joe's getting some of that Bath and Body Works from the men's section next week.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'll drop it off to you,
You're
Ken.
gonna have to take a picture and prove that there's a men's section in there.
I'll post
I'm
it
gonna
on
walk
the
into a-
complaints department TikTok.
I'm going to walk into a Bath and Body Works and take a picture of the men's section. It's going to be one shelf.
That's a stretch. Give it 2. There's 2 shelves. All
You
right.
just said they discontinued the most popular scent.
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe, well, they discontinued shit just to re-release it as a different name, same scent,
Yeah.
Okay.
to make more money. Imagine that. A
And
corporation
like this
trying to
time
make
we
more
added
money.
goat urine. So it's...
It's my favorite scent.
All right, well,
I didn't check the mics this time. Should I do that real quick?
I think
You
that-
guys start the next topic. I'm gonna check that real quick. Go ahead.
hear me?
I don't want to have to cut this out. That'd be terrible. We missed all that crap though.
Whoa,
Testing.
Yeah, we're good.
All right,
All
we're
right,
good.
it's all working.
All right, so Joe's returning now. Let's we're gonna have to cut all this out anyway because Joe walked away.
No, it's fine. I don't cut anything anymore.
So,
I didn't cut out when I was under the table with Rick.
all right, well here's what we're gonna
Doug's
do.
still here.
Doug, I
Doug has nothing
apologize.
better to do. He's driving.
I apologize
Ah.
for taking this on a tangent, but I'm pretty sure you can agree with us that Joe's logic makes no sense. So yeah, here we are.
Doug agrees with my terrible taste in movies, as in he thinks I have terrible taste, not that he has the same.
I was gonna say I think I agree with Doug in your terrible taste in movies. Like, it's,
You know what? Somebody needs to go see Transformers. All right.
I went and saw
Oh
Transformers.
my god, dude! I went to Universal with this guy.
Okay,
you
I
would
need-
not
let
stop
me hear
talking
this.
about Transformers the whole time we're on the ride, or in the line, and they have all the cool shit set up in the line. The whatever they're called, the fucking Transformers. And the
So Joe's there. He's
He
like,
doesn't
"That's
even
Optimus
know
Prime."
and he goes like this. He
Autobots.
goes, yeah, that one's a Decepticon.
All right.
That
Joe-
one. This ride was built
least he
in
knew that
August.
term.
This ride was open August 2nd, 2008, at 10:52 a.m.
I was gonna say, is Joe the guy that I met at GameStop the other week that was like, I want to buy that $130 one up there because if you buy that one and you buy that one, they go together and they make a Megatron. And I was like,
Oh my god.
bruh, that's
Good for
more
you,
than
man.
I know all those words and I know those characters, but I'm not spending $130 on one, let alone $260 on two.
That was a Megazord that you could build with Power Rangers when I was young. But you probably didn't have that because I was young like 17 years ago.
No, they redid Power Rangers.
Yeah, but do they fit together?
Power Rangers?
Oh.
I know what Power Rangers are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Have
was
you ever
the
seen the
same.
toys where they actually went together?
no.
Yeah, because the next generation, they didn't go together. You had to buy a whole different Zord, as they called them, right?
Yeah.
So you had the five? And then they would fit,
Five, yeah, yes.
and then they would each transform into like an animal or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you could make that animal transform into one, and then you could take that one and then put all 5 of them together to build a Megazord.
Kind of sounds like what
Megazord.
Bakugan was.
Yeah, it was
You ever heard of
freaking
that?
awesome.
Never heard of Bakugan, but I'm
And
They're
sure.
then-
little balls, right? And they have a
Okay.
little magnetic bottom, and then the cards are like Pokemon cards, I guess, but they're magnetic. And you would put the card down, and you would roll the Bakugan on it, and it would pop out as a figure, And then there would
Why
be like
did I
a
need
whole
the
battle.
card? Because of the
Because it was a whole battle thing. I don't know how
Oh.
Pokemon really works, but I know you use the cards to battle and shit. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm listening.
So they had that. They had a big battle thing, and you would put the card down, and then you would have to put the corresponding rolling ball on, and then it would expand. But then they had ones that would snap together and make a bigger one, and then a bigger one, and then you had to get the magnetic pieces together to make a big thing. I don't know.
That's fine.
My,
It just doesn't
my
sound as
generation
popular.
my generation sucked.
I mean, you like to play with balls in Bath and Body Works. I mean,
and peanut butter.
And I'm the one that's getting bitched at.
Because you don't know how to fucking read.
You're the one over here like, oh, you need to watch this show, Ken. It's the best, but you need to read it. Even though I don't like to read, you need to watch this show.
You ever seen The Irishman?
No.
No, he wouldn't watch The Irishman.
That one's a little too long.
That's another Godfather type film that Joe will never
with
watch.
with every actor from every other mob movie.
Rob.
Wait, maybe I did see that.
That's the one that's on Netflix.
It was really long, and it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe
I made it like halfway
7,
through
8 years ago now, but yeah, it was on Netflix.
Make it.
Yeah. No, I think I did see half of that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
that one does have a pretty good stopping point in the middle, so
that's probably where I made it to. And then it probably then they brought in Transformers, and I just missed it.
So is Transformers your like?
Is that like
No, it's just a good example of a movie that you can't look away from like a car crash.
What? So we are on now, like
30 minutes, and we haven't gone over a single topic.
Yeah, we have. We're
Bath
on
and Body
movies.
Works.
We're on Joe right now. We are on Joe.
I promised these people.
They don't care.
No, they
didn't even listen to you read the list. They're like, Joe can't read it. He's just fucking saying words.
The first 45 seconds, and that's when your watch time drops off.
Here we go. We're gonna interview Joe this time. Why is
I gotta switch seats with Noah.
Why is Transformers your favorite movie?
It's not.
Okay. Why are movies like Transformers your favorite?
Because they keep my attention the whole time.
Why do they?
You have a Gen Z attention span?
I think I might. You ever see my editing style?
Like, why do they keep your attention? Like, just because there's action going on?
Right, I mean, but like Peaky Blinders keeps my attention. Like, they keep the story going. I feel like every scene moves the story forward. Every scene was necessary to move the scene forward. Like when I was watching Godfather, and I was like, I feel like I didn't learn anything from that scene. It wasted my time.
Yeah,
and
but
then
were you
put
paying
too many of those in a row?
The movie was made in a much different time too.
Yeah.
Right. Even Sopranos, sometimes, I mean, again, it's a show, so you can skip around if you want to. You're not going to miss a lot. Like, because it is spoon feeding you all the time. There has to be filler.
Well, and even when they get ready to do something in Sopranos, they usually do like the previously on, and they kind of recap those things again to show you like.
So, like, could you watch a whole show by watching the previously on? Would you be? I've always thought about that. Like, I watched Dexter. I love Dexter.
You're not going to get the depth of the character.
And I'll tell you what,
the previously on's like 7 minutes long for Dexter.
If you watch Velocipaster that we watched with Andy, you can literally go to the credits and the entire movie is fast forwarded through the credits.
Is it really?
So you can watch the entire movie in like 3 seconds instead of watching all that we watched.
And it would be better because you didn't waste an hour and 10 minutes. It's not even a real movie.
Is that the first time you've ever watched that movie?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. It's not a movie because they didn't finish it.
Finish?
Yeah, the thing's still like in production, and they were like,
"Don't tell him, you're gonna ruin it."
I'm telling him it's terrible. Like, at least it should be terrible and done.
All right, so Joe likes movies that keep your attention, keep you going.
Do you watch stuff at like 2x? Is that like
sometimes?
Okay, I don't
like
do that.
especially YouTube videos. Some people on YouTube talk so slow.
My thing is watching us in 2x, so start talking really fast so he can't understand what we're saying.
He can't even do it.
Joe likes to watch movies where you don't have to pay attention to the story, in my opinion. Like all the movies I watch,
action.
Yeah, like all the movies I watch with Joe that he likes are basically he doesn't have to pay attention to the story going on because
the explosions tell you what the story
just kind of keep him going. But there's been times I watched a movie with him and he's like, "What the fuck is this movie about?" And I'm recapping the movie from my end. And he's like, "That all happened?" And I'm like, "Where were you?" And he's like, "I was doing this."
Joe, I will give you this though. I could watch a movie, I could be staring right at the screen, no idea what the fuck's going on sometimes. I can't. Sometimes the dialogue is clear as day. I heard all the words, nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
I like Transformers, like that movie kind of dumb, right? It is. They're dumb.
Which one?
Oh, you know, anyone from 1 to wherever the fudge they are now. So I don't want to say
8.
fudge, but
something.
Because I just watched that.
Censor yourself now.
Yeah. After we said all that other shit. I just like to watch the action scenes in that. Literally in the middle of that, I'll fast forward through the story because it's like nobody cares.
So you just watch Marvel movies for the action?
So you know what?
Actually did pretty well in theirs.
He might be into TikTok because he might just
he would because that keeps
absorbing
his thumb,
the shorts.
You know, and then if you TikTok's really nice because you can hold on the side of the screen and it just puts it in 2x, and as soon as you release, it goes out of 2x because they know their audience. They know the people that are not going to keep their attention.
I don't need to make my condition worse. All right, damn it.
Hey,
I was a firm believer in never downloading
Here's
TikTok.
a good topic that we don't have on the list. Speaking of conditions, my wife brought this up the other day. This is a good one to bring up. Joe has a condition.
Which one?
It's called
I know.
FOMO.
You have fear of missing out?
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
It is Joe's
so bad. Why do you think I come to these podcasts when you ask me to come? I'm never going to get another opportunity. I got to go right now. I got to do it right now.
Boom!
Joe has FOMO.
He
and
changed
will
the schedule
miss out
4 times for this one, and I made it work every time. So give me a good example.
I thought he was changing it on your behalf, but...
No, he said, does Friday work for you? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, I reached out to both of you to make sure it was okay, and then I was like, yeah, I got him.
So give me a good example.
Mom's got free food on Saturday, so I was like, I want to do that.
Joe has FOMO.
You fucking Jew. I can say it. I grew up Jewish.
Why? You're Jewish?
I was.
Oh, and then you switched?
No, I just don't practice religion now. But
Oh, okay.
I grew up.
His star off. Don't worry.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I changed it to a moon.
Oh, jeez.
So
I can't wait to get canceled.
I think it's happening.
We're not even going to get there. We made it to 69, and then that was it. Just
so
down to 4.
Is there like a good example of him like making sure he's there for something?
Yes. So Joe, who while he... And this is going to lead into the next topic we want to talk about anyway. So this is perfect.
This episode's going to be called Joe Slander.
This is great. So Joe has FOMO so much that I've witnessed Joe go watch football games at people's houses for teams he doesn't even like, for teams he's not even rooting for, just so he can be around the people and he can be there in the atmosphere and sit on that middle seat. So
I have a perfect example too.
I have.
Oh, damn it.
So Noah, feel free to add.
I'm sorry, Joe. I appreciate you having me on the podcast.
I bet you fucking do. You sons of bitches.
2
I
years
want my
ago,
Coke back. He's not gonna make it through the story.
So 2 years ago, when we went to John's house for the Masters tournament,
Yeah,
and I didn't know how little you did not give a shit about golf.
I don't give a flying.
And we're on the way there. It's me, you, and Mike in your old car.
Yeah,
And I'm like, Joe, so like, why are you going? He's like, I just love Fuzz so much. I hate
that's
golf.
what I said.
I fucking hate golf. But if I get to spend 3 days with Fuzz, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, butt sex in the basement is wonderful.
He's like, I'm not gonna watch a single second of golf, but it just means I get to be around my friend.
His torture
Paraphrasing.
His torture section in his basement is much more nice than this white wall crap.
What where the simulator used to be, now it's a torture.
Yeah,
center. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
hangs me from my toes. It's wonderful.
I'm sorry, Joe, because I did the same shit.
I was going to use
do
the
the same
Masters
shit.
as my example because that was the recent thing that he
Well, he did
traveled
that.
out
Yeah,
for
we did that
Innsbruck
last
golf.
month
Yeah.
too. I didn't know you were coming, and then I'm like, oh, Joe just wants to fuck his friend again.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Now
I
you
mean,
witnessed Joe's FOMO because he will literally just do things because there's people there that he wants to talk to, even though he
That's
doesn't
nice
like
though.
them.
Isn't that like a compliment to the people though? It's like, oh, he likes them
is.
enough that he wants to spend time with them.
It is, but then you go,
That's
hey,
why you fuckers are here right now.
So here's the best part though, right? So Joe has FOMO, but then when you say, hey, Joe, when do you want to hang out? And he's like, I ain't really got time. I'm busy this next week and I work 3 jobs and I got this going on. And I'm like,
I do the
stop
same
committing
thing.
to every
I do the same
fucking thing.
I love making the plans, but going and doing the plans, it's like, fuck.
I'm the opposite. Don't
just
call
don't-
me. Don't text me. Don't even ask me to do
I'll
it.
show up when
It's
I want
amazing
to.
I got him to co-host the podcast.
Yeah, I show up here once a week. This is my therapy
What's the contract
session.
look like?
That's
I feel
it.
like the contract's probably pretty gratuitous.
Oh,
There's no gratuity.
We split half the profits. Yeah.
He helps me put my spare on if it pops in his driveway. That's it. That's what I get.
Not the driveway again. It's every podcast.
Dude, no, my car made it
It's
up
gonna
there
be
in
like
a breeze.
legendary.
It made it up there in a breeze.
I brought my car up here last time. It was fine. My Jetta made it. It was good.
I saw you had to take one out there.
Yeah. Well, that's because my Jetta won't start right now. I got to jump that tomorrow. That's a fun thing.
Well,
Your Tiguan looks nice. What what is that? What year? Like
Oh, it
20...
looks great. It's been backed into. It's been ran into. It's a 2015.
The quarter of the car that I saw looked nice.
Yeah.
Usually the headlights are yellowed, but they're
Yeah,
nice.
it's a 2015. Actually, it's not a bad car. It's the front end. Jen ran it into a ATM post thing. Those concrete barrier thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So the front needs fixed on the driver's side, but the rear driver's side we got backed into on Easter this year, and that one is going in for repair.
I really
in
didn't
3
take a good
days.
look at the car.
When if you get around to that side, you must look at the passenger side only because
Yeah.
the driver's side is where all the damage is. But if you look at that, Cinco de Mayo goes in to get the rear end repaired.
So it's like the used car salesman. It's like, if you look at it from this angle with this degree of the sunlight coming at it, there is nothing wrong with the car.
It's totally worth 10 grand.
You look at anywhere else, the alternator is falling off.
My Tesla's falling apart.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Like the steering wheel's already like peeling apart.
Yeah, you were showing me.
Yeah, so I had to put like electrical tape around it.
Just to resell
I could have told you that
It's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
No, if you saw how it's coming, it's like there's like
build
multiple
quality of
layers.
Teslas are disgustingly awful.
Oh yeah, So like there's like layers of very thin pleather, whatever, and just one of that layer is coming off. So
it's
your
steering wheel.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that
it's maybe the thickness of a piece of paper
that
actually came off, and then underneath that is like squishy rubber, so it's dug into that. So it was just going to keep going because it was like a tear that just kept going. So if I didn't tape it, it was going to go all the way around the wheel. So
did you call Tesla about that? See if is that like a warranty repair or something?
That would cost,
but the warranty ran out last September.
That would cost Joe money, and if you've heard the bitters story from last week, I can tell you
How
now.
much are these mics again, Joe?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't have any left for bitters. I just
tell you
on the mics.
What's your favorite color, sweetheart? Because I'll go to Walmart and get you one of those mossy oak steering wheel colors.
Oh yeah, the fluffy ones.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Whatever you want.
Pink
You want a
fuzzy
pink
one?
You want a pink
that's
fuzzy
what I
one?
need.
Have you seen the one that Carol has with all her kids' faces on them?
Oh,
I can get you that one. You like fuzz. You love fuzz. I can get you Fuzzy's face on it. I can get you one.
I will take it off of
Can you
Carol's
do that?
car.
And I'm going to put it on there, and I'm not going to tell him. It's like one day he gets in my car, and it's on there. And he's probably just looking like, dude, what the...
You don't know about so bad that because I live so far away, you have to see me every day.
I just look him right in the eye when I'm driving, like, I miss you. Like
that was fucking creepy.
Like a fucking serial killer.
All right, no, I'll be in touch. I need to find out where Carol got hers made.
Yeah. Ask Gabby. She got it for her. Yeah.
I will make that happen.
That's or funny. I can just get that one and then
Buzz's face on it now.
Oh, I could take that one off of her car whenever John's comes next, and we can put it on there. It'll just have Gabby and Chris's faces on it too.
Oh no! At this point, we're buying one for Joe. It's gonna have Fuzz's face on it.
Oh man!
And I might even put Doug's face on it too, just because Doug, you deserve it.
The one speaker, the one speaker on the passenger side is flopping around like broke.
Oh, so like if you play it any louder than like low, then you hear it.
Nah, this if you open the door, it jiggles.
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
And then like the seat, you know, that plastic piece where like the slidey bars are to move your seat forward and back, and, like tilt and stuff. Yeah, that thing like there's like a one bolt that held it up underneath, and then I leaned on it and broke the plastic. So now like I open the door and that thing from the seat just goes like. You know, I was like, oh, this is just
Tesla ownership.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got into cars, but I was gonna take
his Tesla.
I was gonna take the FOMO into the NFL thing next because we were talking about the fact that I watched you go to watch NFL games at people's houses.
This has to be more than NFL, but we could start with NFL because it's baseball season. And I have something to say about baseball. But
see, I don't watch baseball, so maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah. Well, talk about the football thing. So what you said?
So the football thing, I feel like they are just like. I guess it's just NFL.
I don't know about
college and all that.
I got a link for the game though, you know.
But when we went out for the Masters, right? I went to masters.com, enter live feed.
It was all
right
free
there.
too.
I clicked one time and I got to see the live feed, right?
Pretty sure that's Augusta subsidizing the cost for that though.
I don't know. But okay. Who's bigger, them or NFL? Okay, so then, right, I can, like, I don't like golf, but I can still, I mean, I don't hate it, but I just don't watch golf, right? So, like,
Masters
I can watch
is the only time I go out and watch golf. So.
Right, so maybe if I wasn't into golf, it gave me an opportunity to get into golf, right?
Yeah.
So, like, every
trying to grow the game,
sport exactly needs those newcomers to be able to come in,
NFL
right?
doesn't care about growing the game. They got their Taylor Swift fans, and that's all they need for
I
the next
guess,
20 years.
because, like, they stonewall everything with, like, a paywall.
It's not even stonewall. It's that they made so many different agreements so quickly that now Thursday nights is Amazon Prime, and Friday Sunday is ESPN, CBS, and then Sunday Night Football is only on Peacock.
Yeah.
And then Monday's only on ESPN. And it's
I don't know what all the rules are this year.
That's what it was last year.
And I'm not, as much as we're on YouTube, I'm not paying the extravagant amount.
Dude, it used to be what, $40 a month for everything?
Yeah, like,
I think the base is
like
$75.
$300 at a drop. I thought
for NFL.
Yeah, for the Sunday ticket thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
then
that's
on
weird.
top of the monthly program.
on top of the 89.
Yeah, like you have to pay the whatever the monthly
Just
is.
go and get Xfinity again. But then you're in the same situation.
But you can't get Xfinity because the license for
Eagles
NFL right now is only YouTube. So if you wanted all of it, you'd have to go to it used to be.
You need to have a smart TV nowadays. You have to watch anything that you want to watch.
Well, not really. You can have a Chromecast.
You know what I mean, though. You need something plugged in. You can't have a cable box.
It has to have an HDMI. Yeah.
It's just like how Netflix used to have everything on it, and then every platform was like, "Oh, I can have my own streaming service." So Disney Plus came, and then Hulu got big. But NFL is just ridiculous with all those because especially Thursday nights, you have to have Amazon Prime to watch the game. And if your team is playing, you're paying $8 to watch your team.
Well, isn't there also like some weird dichotomy that like for 2 games a year, the Thursday night games are on NFL Network also?
Oh, I don't know. See, that's the thing. There's so many different.
There was a time where they were showing 2 games at the same time on like a Thursday night, I think it was.
Yeah.
And one of them was on Prime and one of them was like on NFL Network. But the problem is, it's like, even as a non-avid consumer that doesn't have the FOMO of this guy.
Like enough that you want to watch it sometimes.
All right, I just want to watch it every now and then. I couldn't tell you what channel to look it up. Like half the time I got to Google it and be like, dude,
there used to be a day where you went on 3 for CBS and it just showed everything.
Yeah, like I don't know what
I even remember that, and I'm young. You know?
So I feel like that's going to weed out so many people from being able to get into it, and they're just like, that's going to bite them in the ass, man. Because you got to be a diehard fan to throw out $300 a year on a game.
Well, and then there was the one that was on Netflix. There was the one that was on only Netflix.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Alicia about that, though, and apparently I did some more research on it for those types of games, especially the Thursday nights, and it might have been what you were talking about. Local people, they have to be within like a 5-mile radius of like the stadium or like the city or whatever. The local broadcast still can broadcast it. You know, they have their own announcers and everything. But I don't know. NFL's bad. MLB is worse, and I think MLB just takes forever to get with the times for anything.
So how now? I'm not a baseball person, so how is MLB worse than NFL? Because I know that the NFL model sucks.
So the worst part about it is the blackout restrictions, and that I think that shrunk the game so much. So say I'm a Mets fan, and I live in Pennsylvania. I can't watch any Pittsburgh games, Philadelphia games, Nationals games, or Baltimore Orioles games. So anytime the Mets play any of those teams, they are blacked out for me. Even though I pay for the subscription to watch my team.
I was going to say, because I know, didn't they partner with like Apple TV or something?
So it depends on what network you're part of. Like, yeah, they do Apple TV games sometimes. And that's only the Apple TV broadcasters. But I like my broadcasters. The SNY crew is awesome. So that whole radius there's 162 games, and say there's probably a good 50, 55 games I can't watch because they're just blacked out. So I find my ways around it. I get a link or whatever, but I pay for that subscription to watch SNY. They have it integrated into the MLB app. So the MLB app checks your location. If you're anywhere close, it just blacks it out, won't let you watch it.
Yeah, and VPNs don't work for that now.
But those are rivalry games. Those are big games. The ones that are surrounding areas, those are the games you want to watch.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching them in 480p upscaled to my 4K TV.
Like
the VPN does work sometimes, though.
Sometimes, yeah, but a lot of the times it uses a device location.
NHL, very similar to that, though, but they also have ESPN as their provider, and ESPN is really good about no blackout restrictions. I pretty much watch every Islanders game, and no issues. So ESPN is like the one exception.
So, like, if golf is boring, I feel like baseball's worse.
Baseball's gotten so much better.
Okay.
So I started watching in 2015 because the Mets went to the World Series that year. Every year after that was so boring I would fall asleep. It was almost a 3.5-hour game. They put in that pitch clock. I hated it. And then I realized, oh shit, this is grabbing my attention. Every 20 seconds, there is a pitch going to the home plate. Doesn't matter what happens. Every 20 seconds, there is a pitch coming. I just like baseball too. But
now, does that reduce the time now with every 20 seconds? Does that bring it down to like an hour and a half or something?
Say the average game was 3 hours and 15 minutes in 2021. In 2022, when they implemented the pitch clock, it was almost under 2 hours for the average game.
Okay.
It shrunk it a lot, especially on a hot summer day when you go to the stadium and you're sitting out there for 3.5 hours. Cutting that down to 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes, that's way better.
Well, it's better for even the players, too, because, I mean, they're going to sit there in the dugout the entire time or running around.
Or how about a doubleheader? Yeah. You know, they're playing 2 games in a day.
Yeah.
So how it used to work, there was no pitch clock, and there was it was just kind of the honor system. You know, there was no set time. You could stand on the mound for a minute in between pitches if you wanted to. But if that 20 seconds runs out, if it's the pitcher that's the issue, the batter's issued a ball. But if it's the batter that isn't in the box in the 20 seconds, then they're issued a strike. So like there is repercussions for not doing doing that. So I love baseball.
They're making baseball a little better. I might actually watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it was dry as shit. Like
I'm with Joe.
Like my buddy would come over and we play pool and like have that on and like, dude, I just couldn't even get it. Like we were already playing another game and trying to watch that game. I was like, at least golf they can switch around and there's always somebody
or football. I mean, but there's a lot of dead air in football too.
Oh my god, yeah,
those games are long.
But the nice thing, like football is long, it is, and then there's dead air, but like they can play the replays in between, you know. So that
so does baseball though. You know?
Yeah, but I also play at what? Throwing the ball. Give me a break.
The thing with baseball is,
I mean, unless somebody's getting hit in the face, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many incompletions, right? Like, how many times they actually hitting the ball? It's like
baseball's like the only sport where you can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be the greatest player in the league. Hi, dogs.
Looks like we're getting some more co-stars.
I guess everybody just realized Noah's here.
Hey, Noah's here.
The other thing with baseball, I was gonna get into, but I don't know if any of you guys are New York fans, but the Mets have the best broadcasting booth in all of MLB, and that's always like the award is always them. It's Keith Hernandez. He was on an episode of Seinfeld. I don't know if you guys watched Seinfeld.
I've watched Seinfeld, but
that's a very famous episode. He's like a comedian. He's really good friends with Jerry Seinfeld. And then there's Gary Cohen, and there's Ron Darling.
Is it the guy that's like real excited to be a comedian?
No.
Hello, Jerry. That guy?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, is it that guy? It was a good enough impression. You knew who I was.
I knew exactly which episode you were talking about.
It's just those three. It's a comedy session, the entire baseball game. Like their color guy, you know, like the guy that's down in the stadium, just like walking around. There was one where they were in Cincinnati, and like he found this old vending machine. That, you know, the vending machines that have like the little carousels with the frozen food and shit. He found burritos in that carousel, and just like a whole inning, we didn't even watch baseball. He just ate those burritos and gave his review on them.
Oh my god!
And then he
baseball's that boring.
Sadly, passed away after. No, just kidding. But yeah, baseball's boring enough that there's probably enough people that clicked off this video while I talk about baseball rules.
Like
I apologize.
It's
you might want to cut that out. I'm okay if you do.
Let's go back to bashing Joe so we can bring the crowd back in.
Yeah, right. Get him. It's cheerleaders.
Put a timestamp in the comments. Bashing Joe resumes at this time.
Yeah.
We're going to start putting chapters on this. Bash Joe.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
What do you got?
My mom says I'm perfect.
Well, I mean, your mom is great. Your mom is fantastic.
I do love your mom.
Yeah. I can't say I agree with that statement that she made.
I got to bring mom on the podcast so everybody can love her.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to cut out a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
She does a lot of laughing.
I feel like your mom
loves to laugh. I mean,
your mom could definitely do the podcast. We have a lot of questions about the trips and stuff she plans.
Yeah.
She would need to bring the binders and the laptop.
Oh, yeah. And the laptop.
You'd have to screen mirror the laptop.
Yeah. With the long nails she has, and she has a tiny mouse. I tried to convince her to get like a bigger mouse because it'd be more comfortable, but I'll just have to buy it for her. She bought the same damn mouse, and it's like it's so.
Maybe
small.
That is comfortable for her.
She's like, her mouse is like this big, and she's like.
See, that's why I like the MX Master. It's like this, and I get to just move my whole hand around.
Buy one of those trackball ones. So you can just go like this.
She
would never understand how to use that.
Yeah, nope. You've met her.
How do you think she'll get around all those little tiny tabs?
I've met her. Yeah, I've done.
She's like, my tabs are so small, I can't read them anymore.
She's using every megabyte of RAM on her computer. You
just
can
for
give this
her
girl
Google tabs.
256 gigs of RAM, every megabyte used. Every
and
single
it's
one.
only Google tabs that she's left open for 4 years.
And it's just Royal Caribbean Cruises, Outer Banks Cruises.
She doesn't want to close it because she thinks the price is going to go away or whatever.
Yeah, like it saved it right on that screen, guys.
Most of them, you click back and it refreshes the page.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, when that first laptop shit itself, and she was like, she cried. I came over to pick up the laptop, and she goes, "Am I going to lose all my tabs?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh my god!
I don't know what to do, Mom.
We've moved on. Your mom now calls Noah to fix her shit.
Oh, well, I'm working.
I'm closer.
Yeah. I used to be the secondary because Joe'd be like, "Hey, I can't fix this."
You've been bumped down to the minor.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so great.
But dude, every text. Oh god, every text ends with, you can call Joe if you want to, or I can call Joe if you want to. She's like, my laptop isn't working, this, that, and the other thing isn't working. I'll text Joe if you're busy. Or sometimes she, like, dude, when I realized I still had her old laptop, she was like, you should text Joe about that and make sure it's okay to put in the e-waste.
I didn't want it.
Yeah,
It's broke. Not in the game of fixing laptops. That ain't happening unless it's my own.
Yeah, she does. Then. I do get at least one tech support thing a month from her, probably.
And that's fine. I mean, I used to worth
it.
Well, so do I. So
it's worth it for the free food on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I only get him now if Joe can't figure it out. Then Joe calls me. He's like, "I'm sitting at mom's. And I'm looking at this thing. What do I do?" So I'm only like secondary level now.
But see, you like tech, but you're not really in a tech job. You're in a tech job, but you're not in IT help desk type things. That was my job up until like recently. I'm not really doing that. I used to be
a help desk person. And at the time I started working on your mom's stuff, I was probably still doing help desk stuff at then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, these days I'm off in the software development. So.
Because see, mom with her tabs.
You spent 10 minutes bitching about, maybe I shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well, I mean, yeah, at this point I'm just in management, so I don't get to write as much software as I used to.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, because most of the time the fix is turn it off and back on again, but you can't because of the tabs. You gotta lose the tabs.
Well, that's why you need to get
as long as you make sure you save those tabs in the tab group.
Dude, I showed her bookmarks once. She had bookmarks before.
No, we tried
And then she
that.
goes, "Oh, those are cool." Never used them.
We tried that.
Can you just change the setting on Chrome to just reopen all the windows?
That's what we had to do.
That's what I did. I gave her an extension that saves all of your tabs and then reopens them. But if it's like a reservation number, it's not going to come back.
You still have to log back in.
That's why you need the email.
Yeah. Like, she does a hotel, like a restaurant reservation.
Yeah.
Like, there's no login. Like, they send you that page and they want you to, like...
They're not making an account just for a one dinner reservation.
Yeah, they want you to, like,
PDF
print it or whatever. Oh, PDF. Oh, God. Yeah, but...
Don't get into PDF, dude. I just had to deal with so much Adobe stuff this week. Adobe is the worst company.
You don't have to use Adobe with PDF. You can use Foxit.
We use Adobe, like their enterprise. Like we have SSO integrated and everything. So it's like, if we don't use Adobe, we're just wasting money at that point. And we use Photoshop and we use their... with the stock images.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
They're the enterprise standard, which sucks.
Joe's missing the point of Adobe, while it used to be the premier PDF reader, every feature now is locked behind the paywall. Like everything you can do, like edit.
You can view it.
You can read it. That's it.
And it'll be a little sluggish, but you can read it.
If you want to document, sign it, or anything else, you probably have to pay $4 this year. But
if you want to compress it into a zip file or something, like
it's all kinds of shit. But I will say I use Foxit Reader a lot, and that you can get a lot of the enterprise features in Foxit Reader for free. But the problem is that if you need to do things like DocuSign and the person that sent it to you was made in Adobe, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I have nothing nice to say about Adobe. I mean,
Adobe's a piece of shit company.
The bummer is
I don't want them sponsoring you.
I don't either. So I got them knocking down the door.
Bath and Body Works all the way.
Adobe was watching up until this second, and they're like, "I think we're gonna offer him." Nope,
we're gonna be wearing Bath and Body Works cologne next week, guys.
As a joke, that would be hilarious. They would sponsor us, and we'd each have one of those stupid blue plaid bottles with gold on it sitting in front of us here. At the beginning of the podcast, as a joke, they're like, "You gotta put it on. We'll give you $10,000 to put it on." I'll be like, "I'll put it on my ball." On camera.
We'll have the explicit version on Patreon.
Look, I will say this right now, as somebody that has eczema, if I put lotion on, it's scented lotion. Sometimes it makes my skin burn. So you start putting that on your balls, it might hurt.
Yeah.
Like icy hot on your balls.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I don't remember. Oh, well.
Anyways,
dude, I've been watching.
This episode's been sponsored by Brave Browser. You guys ever use Brave? No?
I have used Brave for some things, but most of the stuff I'm still using either Chrome or Safari. I was using Firefox for a while, but the Firefox is starting to slow a lot of stuff down, and the fact that UOrigin's gone now is another reason I don't feel like going, which is why I use Brave for a lot of things.
I love Brave. That's my daily driver.
Yeah.
I tell everybody to use Brave now. It's built on Chromium, and that's all you really need nowadays.
Yeah, the only problem with Brave is there are certain things, like some of my pages don't work correctly because some of the things just...
Well, it automatically has all those different ad blockers and things on it too.
And sometimes you got to really curtail those ad blockers, and it's not a big deal. It's a learning curve.
Thank you.
So,
I was going to say, I remember what I was going to say now. Them sponsoring us would be like Linus getting sponsored by D-Brand all the time.
That
is the funniest sponsorship on the internet, isn't it?
Why do you think that?
Dude, I mean, literally, it's their ads end with mybossisreallyshort.com. Like, that's funny. They just make fun of him. They send him like broken glass as a gift and stuff. And like when they were down and out with that freaking thing, like
the controversy.
Yeah, the controversy.
No, it wasn't D-Brand. It wasn't. Well, D-Brand made a skin for that.
Yeah,
or the link for that. But Anchor, I think, is the one that is notorious for sponsoring every single controversy.
Oh,
Oh no, does Anchor not sponsor that? I think they dropped them.
They dropped them because
it might be D-Brand. No, you're right.
Junk.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, there was that controversy.
No,
and then
I know I'm
like
right, but that's fine.
They made the.
You're not a real fan. You don't have a backpack. Prove it.
All the
pull a
stickers
screwdriver out of your ass.
It's Friday, so I had to take it out at 4. But no, I have. I actually just put all their stickers on. I got a sticker pack from them for Christmas because I had their desk pad, the Northern Lights one, and it came with the sticker pack, and I put all those stickers.
See, now I feel like you did when he was sitting here talking about baseball because I don't watch LTT. I mean, I watched it once or twice, but I'm not a regular. No.
I don't watch everyone.
If they pop up on my podcast, recommended, I'm watching it.
No.
If the title grabs me, I'm watching it.
The tech news I watch.
Riley.
Dude, Riley's funny.
He is.
Like, he is consistently funny.
I like him.
I'm sure he'll watch one day. I'm sure.
He'll come back to these.
Dude, if he
episodes,
commented, that'd be hilarious.
Well, while we're on them,
Canada.
Do you want to go into your bag? I mean, we had that on the list.
Let's do the bag.
I don't know how to get it up here and like.
You bring it up on the table.
All right, look, I did the thing. I bought it.
We put it
bought
there.
The bag.
Woo! It's a bag.
You got paint on it.
What?
Oh man, did it come that way? That's jizz. That's
okay. So did you see the WAN show clip?
That's lotion.
Oh no!
Joe, did you see the WAN show clip where they turned their bag upside down because they were getting allegations of it not being double thickness?
I didn't see the clip, but I heard about it.
They cut it open and it was only single layer.
Single, yeah.
All right, so if you guys get sponsored, you cut the bottom of your bag open. See if
if he sends me another bag, I'll cut it open. But did you see that they have their bags on sale because of that? Mm-hmm. All the ones they got back, they're selling for like $100, dude.
That's still a lot of fucking money for a bag. No. The commuter bag or the really big one?
The really big one.
Oh, the really big one's like $250, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I like this one though. I really do.
I'm a big fan.
Here, you guys talk about it. I'll demo it.
It's compact. Do you have lotion on your skin?
I do not have lotion.
We can dive right in. I mean, it's a really nice bag.
It vibrates?
See,
Is that what you just said?
The thing I like about it is it stands up, right? If you stand it up, let it go.
Now tell me about the thing.
It does not fall the fuck down. But
I'm looking at the big issue with it though that you told me at Fuzz's house.
I know.
And now that you told me, I can't unsee it for the price that you paid for this bag.
I know. This janky handle.
Like, sure, it has 2 rivets on each side.
I know, but
whatever.
it's like, dude, it's so uncomfortable.
But then I showed you my free backpack I got from work, and it had a rubber.
It's got this big thing on it. It's not gonna fall off. It's not gonna rip.
It just feels dingy.
Like, man,
put a little piece of foam in the middle or something.
I mean,
exactly.
we could
look
wrap,
at these things that they made
all
squishy and shit. Like,
what are these for?
So
what do you put? You put your cock in this?
Oh, his would fit. Yeah. So
what do you put? Pencils or camera batteries?
Oh, those little things. I don't know.
Is that camera battery? I don't know how big camera batteries are.
I mean, Linus was like, I'm gonna put my walkie-talkie up there, and I'm like, okay.
Your walkie-talkie isn't gonna fit through that.
Maybe you hold like a pen there. I mean,
I don't know. Probably just like carabiner clips if you want to jingle like somebody.
I like how it looks. It's sleek, but it doesn't. I know it has all the internal pockets. I like some of the external or the different sized pockets. I have like 5 different zippers.
Is there a specific? So I'm not a big watcher of the show. Is there a specific reason for the high visibility orange inside?
That's just their colors.
That's their colors.
It's their color, and it is nice. Like all the other backpacks I have that you put stuff in, you put black stuff in a black bag, you can't see it then. Here, you can see everything because it's nice and bright. It's kind of having a light in it.
How does this feel on your back? This actually feels like it would feel nice.
I mean, the biggest downside is if somebody's looking for me, they're going to find me because they're going to shoot me, and I'm going to be,
It's very
But, like, they have all these packages, but, like, as soon as you put something in one of these, you can't put something in the next one behind it. Because
That's why
it's
every
a
other
hard
backpack
drive,
has different pockets.
Huh?
You know, every other backpack has different pockets.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the one behind this is definitely pushing it off. And
This
like
is
even
definitely
here, I can
Linus's
feel that.
wet
exactly.
dream.
You can't really use them.
This is his wet dream backpack, so they're gonna keep making it, and obviously people are buying it enough.
Yeah.
So
Well, this
it's
is the
like-
commuter though. So this is the second one.
Okay.
And you can see they work some stuff out. Like the quality, top notch. Like,
Yeah,
I got
man.
no complaints
I
about
would
that.
never think that
Just
this
the
would
logic
fail.
of the packets, the pockets in there is the only problem. And
It's not bad.
no, it's like
I've never
the
bought a
fact that
backpack
the water
in my
bottle
life.
fits in the side. I got to give it to him. So my only complaint was that, and I think eventually it's gonna want to fall over because of the way the design the front is.
What's this for? Is this
When you
just
put it on your luggage.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then it has a secret here. This is actually a pocket right here, and that's where you put your passport and stuff.
Okay.
You feel it? There's a zipper up here, so you unzip it, and then my
Yeah,
passport is back there.
No, it feels all nice, high quality. The zippers even I like how the zippers are concealed.
Yeah, it's nice. And then everything I need for my laptop. When you open up the back, you can bring it all the way down.
There's really no complaint
Pops
here
open.
for
The complaint was on the other side.
I
That
know, I
all
agree.
those little compartments in there, you can't really use them. You're
Yeah.
gonna have one big compartment where you just throw all your
Yeah, I mean, you
crap
got to
in.
put everything in there first before you put this stuff in, or else it's just going to keep. Yeah, it's not going to work
Yeah.
out.
So, but it fits everything. I gotta
Yeah.
say.
I mean,
fits
it's
my
not bad.
15-inch screen too. So, that's all. That's all I wanted to complain about. I had more complaints, but then as I got to using
Yeah,
it, I kind of
just worked itself out.
Shut up. Yeah.
Good job, Linus and team.
Yeah. They did good.
150 employees for
Look, bro, it'll hold plenty of
It's-
lotion. I looked at it.
Yeah. Plenty of lotion in there.
unscented.
That water bottle
Complaint-
holder, you could put some lotion in there
Complaint.
for sure.
Oh, sorry.
Complaint could be it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like $150 for that.
Look, this guy is already getting discontinued Bath and Body Works off eBay. He ain't worried about expensive.
Did you need more?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, I twist your arm. All right, so next on the list,
Oh, that was
I don't
way
know
more than
where are we at here. I don't know. Do we want to go into AI and bring them on the podcast, or do we not want to do that yet?
Do one of you have a chatbot that can talk?
If we
Yeah, I
do
do.
that, I think that'll probably be the end of it because we're already an hour and
Right.
5.
I'd rather
so.
do that as like a beginning of another
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
Let's save that for like a.
Let's save it for the next
light it-
time, you know
Yeah,
it
because that's
comes
gonna be
over.
like great at the beginning kind of thing. Let's just
Welcome
finish it
to
out
the-
with some complaints.
Welcome
I think.
to the podcast. You could have it say something.
Oh, have it all set up too, like ready to go.
Did we
Yeah, I
ask-
use Gemini. Gives me like free 15 minutes or something like that.
So now, do we
Opening
ask
ice
Noah
cream.
the standard question we ask everybody else? Because I don't remember anymore.
Did I
Get
get that question
I don't
last
think
time?
you got the
think I
standard.
Did you
We
get the-
jumped right in.
Did you get the toilet paper question?
Toilet paper question. I feel no. I think we talked about it before we started rolling last
All
time.
right, well, so since this is a standard
if we-
question we ask in all
If you guys
podcasts-
asked it anyway, nobody watched long enough to hear my
and they
answer
didn't
anyway.
hear, so
Yeah.
here
All
we
right,
go.
Doug, here you go.
Do you like over or under with
I think
the
there's
toilet
one
paper?
right answer. I don't know why anybody would do under.
Mike does under.
Mike does under. He
Mike's
he literally
retarded.
told us. Mike told us we could run around to other people's houses and change it to under because
No
that would
wonder
be great.
Gabrielle does under. Motherfucker, that's
She
why.
does under.
That's why. And then at 3 a.m., I'm trying to grab toilet paper, and I'm like,
Now I can't ask Gabby next week because he just told us. Or wait,
she might
we
change.
will ask. We'll see if she lies. to
Yeah,
us.
I was gonna say
see
next
if
week
she
might be
realizes that I
fire.
switch it. Because every time she does it, I switch it around. And now I think she just does it to spite me.
Now
There's
we
a-
now we
yeah.
got them hooked. They got to look in next
No,
week.
it's over because you can just nice and easy just tap, and it comes down, you know?
I have cats.
My cat doesn't do it.
Wait, are you an under?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do it whatever one fucking
don't care.
is when I put it
Man,
on.
there's 3 answers. There's over, under, and I don't care. And
Well,
that's
I don't
yours.
really care, but I will.
Are you an
say if
over?
it's-
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I will say if it's like this, it's more enticing for my cat to go like this.
I get it. We'll just get rid of your
My cat would rather. Fuck yeah. My cat would rather go in the toilet bowl and start scooping the water out. I see little things of litter in my toilet bowl, and I'm like, motherfucker was in my
You should
toilet.
just buy one of those things and teach your cat to use the.
No, that's disgusting.
Why? What do I get to flush it?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, I don't want
That
piss
means you're
floating
leaving-
in my toilet.
That means you're leaving your seat up.
Yeah, so, okay, here's
What are
another
we doing
question you
here?
guys can add. Do you ever leave the toilet seat all the way up?
No, I'm not a Neanderthal.
You're house trained.
What do you mean by
Like
all the
when
way
we
up?
piss. Do you leave
Like-
it all the way up when you walk out of the bathroom?
No,
Well,
I put it
there-
down completely.
Of course.
There's
Well,
the seat,
maybe
and
not
then there's the
completely,
lid.
I
When
put it
I'm
down
done, they all go down.
Yeah.
I
Well,
put
some
it-
people
yeah.
leave the seat up, especially at work, and I'm like, and I know who it is because I watched the guy walk out of the bathroom, and then I walk in and it's just up. I'm like, are you not house trained?
Have you never lived with a woman
No.
in your life?
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah.
I grew up with pretty much only women in the house, and I'm like, of course I'm going to put it back down. I'm not an idiot.
Even as like
That's just a courtesy thing. Because maybe you don't look, maybe you're so used to going to that bathroom and you just sit down and your whole ass goes in the toilet.
I've had things just fall off shelves into the toilet. Like, so I make sure the lid's shut because I'm like, at least there's some kind of fucking
Well, at work we
protection.
have, those little halvesy fuckers, the one that just goes like this and then it's open in the middle. It doesn't actually have the seat.
Yeah. Why
So
is
like
that?
if people leave that up, I don't know.
So the
probably
dicks,
cheaper.
The dick's got somewhere to go. Like
I don't know.
So like
But then
it doesn't hold
they put the toilet paper
be,
thing
like,
right
spraying
here.
the wall.
They put the toilet paper thing here, so I'm so fat I can't like move. My knee is bumping up against it. I'm like, fuck! I just had an explosive shit. How am I gonna wipe this? They need to put bidets in the fucking toilet.
Dude, I've always noticed that in my life. They don't put the front part in the public bathroom.
I think the other part of that too. I don't know if that
Is it a hygiene thing though? Because think about it. Like, if you had a round toilet and you had a big dick, I know this is a new thing for you, but if you had a big dick,
new concept.
If you had a big dick,
podcast.
it might be rubbing against that front part. Like if you actually had a large dick, it might be on that.
Okay, no wait, you got your seat, but then you still got the bowl. Like your dick's hitting the bowl.
Dude, some big dicks, dude.
Swing over there. I mean,
well, okay, you want to talk about?
Yeah, but if you're putting those cover things on,
you want to talk about
over
toilets?
the bowl.
How about that? How about that
on?
shit?
I mean, if you're using public toilet, you probably should.
No,
I've
fuck
never
that.
used
No, fuck that. Listen,
No.
this fucking little tissue paper I could see through. You're telling me that's stopping the hepatitis C from coming through the toilet?
No.
And then my ass. You're telling me that shit isn't gonna stick to my ass when I get back up, and then I gotta peel it off my ass cheeks?
exactly. I'm not turning myself into a fucking fruit roll up when I'm taking a shit. Like I'm not putting that fucking tissue paper
But then
down.
that middle part, so that I think that's what Ken was getting to.
It lays in there.
And then that's good for your dick as protection as well, especially
Yeah.
when you pee. It pees onto that paper so it doesn't backsplash.
And then
on
you're not supposed to stand up completely. You have to hover and then hit the thing, and it'll suck it all away and just rip it off your
Oh,
asshole.
I never thought of that.
What the fuck?
You just hover above the thing.
Hold on,
just
I feel like no, but then I feel like that
And
water
flush,
should spray
and
back
it just-
on me because it's so powerful.
No, it takes the whole thing
No, but
with
those
it.
enterprise fucking toilets.
Yeah,
when
but that's
they
clean water spraying on you now because that.
depends on how big your shit was.
Wow, yeah, I mean. Yeah.
If
it's
When
a
I'm on
double
the PA
flusher.
turnpike, the last thing I'm worried about is hygiene. I'm just worried about getting that shit out of my body. I get back in my car, I get my $15 Popeyes, and I just go on my way.
I'm never gonna be able to go to the bathroom again and not look at that fucking thing and go, all right, I need to stand up halfway and it needs to be sucked off of my ass. Is what
I've
I'm gonna
never
be
used it. I've
thinking.
never used one of them.
And you know
I've
what?
never used one either, but I imagine that's how it works.
And then
You were the one that brought this shit up about how we are disgusting. And
Why not?
oh my god!
so like, just
That's
imagine,
what I'm here for.
like everything in the bathroom.
Is that why
has-
he brought you on?
Everything in the bathroom has those pictures, of like somebody doing the action you're
Oh, yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
do, like
yeah.
drying your hands. What would that picture look like when that thing's getting ripped off of your ass?
It'd be like,
Hover up.
it's like this. You're holding the thing.
I'm so worried though that it's so stuck to my ass that it's only going to take that little layer up, and then I'm just like this, like a douchebag, holding it up, and it's just still stuck. Is it gone? Is it gone?
I started this as a joke, but I'm at the point now. I'm thinking like all the ones that are like auto sensing. I'd have to like stand up and be like,
You can't feel the button behind you, the manual fucking thing.
some of them don't have manual buttons.
I
in some
know.
cases.
You gotta hold your hand up at it and go like this.
Dude,
No,
what?
dude, for the TikTok. If
some of them
people
sit
want to
there
go
like
on
this.
TikTok, I will test this on TikTok. I will let you know what it's like. I will have Joe after work. I'll find him, and then I'll have him try it. I'll have him tell you through the stall door. All right, it's sucking. It's sucking.
We've went so far off topic, so far off tangent.
Oh my god, people are gonna expect this, and they're gonna come next week with innocent little Gabby on the show.
No, innocent.
I don't know. Should they be talking about the toilet being ripped off of her ass? I don't know. I'm
She
worried.
would talk about that kind of thing.
She's gonna tell us how she goes to everybody's houses and puts it under instead of over.
Oh yeah,
Dude, how about this shit? How about this shit? I'm sorry, Gabrielle. I love you. But
he's not sorry.
no, I'm not.
No, that's
Fuck
fine.
you.
You said
She'll finish the toilet paper roll.
Nobody's gonna finish the
And then
show,
she'll
Mary.
grab a new one from behind the toilet, like on the,
Yeah.
the tank. She'll grab it. She'll use more of that. and then just put it on the
Set
counter.
on the empty one?
And then just put it on the counter. I'm like, what? You used it. Like, I understand maybe if you didn't use it, whatever, it pissed me off a little bit. You had that little sheet left that looks like there's still some on it. No, she uses some of it and then just puts it on the counter. Fucking women.
Dude, not to out you, Doug, but he did that to me once. Like the
and
roll,
you remember
and he didn't put it on the counter. Oh yeah, it hurt me mentally, like deep down inside.
He doesn't care enough
He's
about
gonna have to come on the show now to defend his fucking ass when he did that. I'm sorry, Doug.
Doug, do the Zoom. We can get a Zoom going.
He took it.
You travel to enough bathrooms. Try out the hover experiment for us and let us know how it works out.
Like the roll was finished, so you just see the cardboard, and then he just took the roll and put it on top.
On top of the fucking roll?
I'm
like, joking. Oh my God.
Pull it out, put it in.
I've seen the counter. I've never seen it on the roll.
Wasn't it like
That's
harder?
Even more douchey.
I've probably
it's harder to balance it on that thing, on the rolling piece.
Like he was probably like, I'm gonna piss Joe off so much doing this. Like he didn't know.
See, when Gabby does it, I think she just doesn't even realize that she's pissing me off. I think she just does it because she probably did it at her parents and just like, oh, whatever.
Right now, I'm learning this is how my wife feels because I've definitely done that.
No!
I'm now learning.
I guess I'm the woman in the relationship.
This is how the lotion let us in on that secret.
Gabby on this podcast. People have never seen her before. What's up, guys? I'm Gabrielle.
Yeah, I mean, the lotion let us know that ahead of time. But I've now learned that my wife probably hates me because I definitely have left an empty toilet paper thing there. I've left one that has like just the one on it, and then
just
there's
like that sticky piece, that last stick.
I mean, I don't know how many sheets a woman has to use. So maybe there was enough there.
Well, if you're Gabrielle, the whole roll for 2 trips to the bathroom. So
it sounds like Gabby's definitely the man in the relationship because that sounds more like my usage.
Women use a lot, from my experience. I grew up with just women in the house, so it's like. Okay, last question about toilet paper.
Oh, I'm not done.
Okay, from me.
I was going to interject and be like, are we done with the toilet paper? Because I got one more.
No, we're not done with toilet paper.
So you got.
I hope you weren't done.
You got the Scott's half apply shit that you can see.
We don't use sandpaper here.
Okay, you do you go all the way up to Angel Soft, or do you find something in the middle? I'll start Angel Soft.
Or we've had this conversation on the podcast before. We
or off-brand Angel Soft, but it has to be something that's thick enough that I don't feel like it's going to rip through, and it's soft enough that it's not going to hurt my ass.
I've gotten to the point now, the bare minimum that I will buy is Charmin Essentials, which is like a beefed up version of Scott's.
But it's still thick enough that you feel okay.
It's thick enough you feel okay, but it's not fluffy like the rest of them. You haven't made it into Angel Soft or Cottonelle or Quoted Northern territory.
I think if I own a house, I probably won't buy Angel Soft. I'll go down to that because I'd be worried about the plumbing. But at the apartment, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not paying the bill. But the other thing, too, is if you have a bidet, it does... I mean,
Gabby
in our
refuses.
case, it cuts...
She won't have a bidet. She thinks it's weird.
Why?
I've had so... Can you...
Oh!
Gabby's got to try the bidet!
We got to write
She
this
won't
down.
do it. She won't do it. But please, talk to her on the podcast.
Oh, we will.
Love a
We're gonna
bidet.
take
I have one.
We're going to take a break.
And usually during the bathroom breaks, people use it.
I've never used one
take
before.
a break just to go use it. That's how it works.
Dude, let me just say, like, let's say you got mud all over your car. You go out there with a dry rag and try to get it off there, or you using the hose? Huh?
I'm using the hose.
I mean, not even that. Like, you have glasses, right? So if you got mud on your glasses, would you spray them with something first, or you just wipe them dry?
I would spray them.
So just saying.
See,
You know.
It's a
Next
better
time I have
clean.
to take a shit, I'm driving 20 minutes to your house.
Come on over.
Actually, I could go to your mom's house.
You could get them on Amazon for $30.
Dude,
I know,
They're
I
cheap,
know.
dude.
I have a portable bidet that we took along with us to Outer
What, a
Banks.
spray bottle? You just bring a
It's
spray
a bottle.
with you?
It's a squirt
It's a
gun
bottle.
for
You
his
spill
butt.
it up and you just pooch. And
So you both use bidets for everything, pretty much?
Yeah.
No, I don't do the portable. I'm not that good at aim. I'd hit myself in the fucking face somehow.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
We both have bidets in our houses for sure. We both enjoy them. They are a huge. I mean,
Yeah.
during
please
the
bring that up
pandemic,
next week, because I think that'll be a good conversation.
they were a huge savings during the pandemic on the cost of paper because
Have you seen what are they called? The dude sprayers, though? So Fuzz has one in the basement of his bathroom. It's like, the fucking little, this thing in your kitchen? You pull out and you can spray dishes.
Yeah.
He has one connected to his toilet.
I missed that.
It's called a dude sprayer.
okay.
And they bought that during COVID as well when there was no bidets in stock.
Not
And they have that hooked up to their plumbing. I'm worried about cold water. That's what I'm worried about.
So if you spend enough money, you can buy ones that have a heated reservoir.
And it's instantly heated. Yeah, I don't get any sort of cold water on my ass.
No, because it saves the reservoir in it and keeps it warm. Or if you wanted to, you could wire it up to your sink to
Is
the
it
hot
not
water.
that cold? It's not that cold?
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Actually,
you get over it.
If you've eaten a lot of spicy food, the cold is very refreshing.
I might need to get one before my next Taco Bell trip.
Yeah, when your ass hurts, it's refreshing.
When you've had something spicy and it doesn't agree with you, it is a very refreshing feel.
Gabrielle, we're getting a bidet.
We talk about the important shit on this podcast, I swear. So
emphasis on the shit.
We're definitely getting sponsored by a bidet company.
Yeah.
Some like Amazon weirdo fucking like bullshit name you never heard of. Hey, you want?
I mean, I'll put the link in the description for.
I'll use a bidet on the TikTok.
I won't. I'll forget.
I'll just hold it to my face and I'll.
You still owe him a Google Drive link.
I run their TikTok for now, until they decide that they want to take
not
it over.
Paid, don't worry.
No,
we're not taking
I
applications.
I like doing it.
He's
we'll preface
paid.
that.
He's paid all the profits.
I'm paid by being on the podcast twice, and I've enjoyed both times so far, except for the Lotion talk. But that's okay. That's okay.
Well,
How do I run the TikTok? How would you run a TikTok page? Would you you would just have the videos in full quality, just ready to go? I could pick them up and just upload them.
That's what I would have thought he would have given you. I didn't realize. I mean, because that's where I put them when I create them.
Joe, I've never got a link from you, but somehow there's 5 videos on that TikTok page.
That's amazing. It's gonna have a tech nerd.
I had to copy the link and go to some malware website that downloads like 75% of the video from YouTube Shorts. And
I'll be like cussing the whole time. Like if Joe would have just sent me that.
And the
amount of pop-ups I'm getting are immaculate. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna have to give you my. I have to give you my number then, because Joe is not the person to reach out to for the podcast for anything. Because
unless you want to be on it.
Do you want to know how my day went the other day? Joe texts
this.
me and says, "Hey, who we having on this weekend?"
Are you fucking kidding? Did you never schedule anybody? Is that why I'm here?
Is that why I'm here?
We love you, Noah.
I am just the backup. I'm just the backup.
He goes, "Who we having on this weekend?" And I go, "Well, you said Gabby wants to be on, so hit up Gabby." And he's like, "Well, Gabby's not free till next weekend. How about Noah?" And I was like, "Does Noah want to come on?" And he's like, "Probably." I was like, "Well, text Noah," because, I mean,
I'm never coming on this podcast again unless I know that I'm actually invited because people want me back on the podcast other than, last minute. We know Noah's going to answer. He's got FOMO. Yeah. we know he's going to want it.
Noah's on for 3 weeks.
Doug wants you
He
back.
wants to hang out with guys 20 years older than him.
Doug wants you back on the podcast.
Doug wants you, yeah. Doug
wants me.
Doug asked in the comments if we did your official interview to see if you're okay for Gabby, which in this case, I think we agreed that you're okay for Gabby. It sounds like Gabby needs to get a bidet.
Apparently you guys don't know anything about Gabby, though, because you're struggling to come up with topics for next week.
Oh, I have topics. This guy struggles.
What other interviews do we need? Ask me questions. I'll answer them.
No, that's why I bring people on when I don't know about them. So then
there you go.
But I generally know like where they work or something like that, so like I can ask questions about that. What?
Add the men's section of Bath and Body Works to Gabby's questions for next
I don't
week.
have Gabby's questions. I didn't start yet.
And this is what happened, though. He put these topics on here for Mike's, and then he never got the topics over
Here's
to
the
Mike's.
best part, right? So the other day he texts me, he goes, "Who's on the podcast this weekend?" And I go, "I don't know. Who's on the podcast this weekend?" Right? So we figured it all out. He goes, "Well, I don't really know what to ask Gabby about." So we have a conversation during the evening, which he forgets everything we talk about except for one thing. So then he texts me, he goes, "What do we talk about?" So I text him back all the things that we were talking about.
You are way more than a co-host.
He still has not copied and pasted them from that fucking text message to that thing, and it's the same fucking phone.
I will do
It takes 13 seconds.
I'm gonna do it before the podcast
It's the same
starts.
phone.
All right, I have diabetes in men's section in Bath and Body. What was the other one? Bidet.
Yeah.
Oh, how you spell that?
BIDET.
You have a bidet and you don't know how to spell it?
He does not know how to spell it.
He's illiterate.
He can't read. Yeah.
Joe's illiterate.
Yeah. Give him a minute.
They probably already have that shirt. Some Republican already made that shirt that says Joe's illiterate. We won't have to look hard for that
First, second, and third grade teacher just gave up. They were like, he's not going to get it.
They realized that you weren't getting your growth spurts anyway. They were like,
they're like, he's going into something else in life. He's not even going to have to read.
Get him out of my class.
He's going to
pass so he gets out. Yeah.
give him an IAP, a 504, or whatever the fuck you want to give him. So get him out of this class.
If you need anything, I would suggest you reach out to me. Even though I'm the co-host, I probably put more effort in.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. I'm going to take that into consideration.
So when I'm talking about make this podcast work,
you know
I'm not going to do it.
My TikTok things, because like, I'll say.
This is great. We're back on Bash and Joe, guys.
Put it in
Chapter 3, Bash Joe.
We should just have a bat hanging back there as one of the fucking things
I've
in the
never gotten more
background.
than like a 2-word response from him about this TikTok stuff. I didn't even know. I couldn't read his, like, you know how you can get like emotions out of text sometimes? You can kind of decipher.
You can get emotions out of text.
I said.
Not from Joe.
I said, that's awesome, man. What more do you want?
He says, I'm like, hey, I'm thinking, maybe a TikTok page might be good for you. He goes, yeah, buddy. What does that mean? Should I start it? Should I create
we're in the same boat, because those are the text messages I get right too. So here's the best part. Now, I thought when he was rescheduling this podcast from Saturday to Friday and everything else, I thought maybe it's because he reached out to you and you were like, hey, I can't do it. So this probably didn't even get relayed to you. So he goes, hey, just curious, can you do the podcast on Friday instead, a.k.a. tomorrow?
I didn't tell him.
And I said, yeah, I can.
You fucker.
And he goes, well, no, it can't be here till 7:30. Is that all right with you? And I said, tell him it'll cost him a blowjob. And he said, I'm sure he'll slob on that knob. But you would have been raped because you weren't even relayed the blowjob conversation. And I would have been wrong because I thought you were the one rescheduling. It was Joe.
I didn't want either one of you to know.
What time did he text you?
We know now.
What time did he text you?
Oh, that's... you want to know? Let's see, yesterday, what time? That was 8:53 p.m. yesterday.
Sucker. I got a text from him at 8:53.
8:54, he says he'll slob on that knob. So, yeah.
I got, would the podcast work for you tomorrow night? And I said, yeah, I'm meeting someone from Marketplace. We didn't even get into that. Fuck.
I'm sorry, man. You keep beating the fuck out of me.
We still have 5 minutes left. We still have 5 minutes if we want to touch on the Marketplace.
So what time might work for you? I say 7:30. You're like, okay, let me check. That was at 8:41. He
checked with me.
And then 8:53. Okay, let's pencil that in.
But he made it seem like you were the one
that... sweetie.
But as he's reaching out to me, he makes it seem like you're the one that initiated the time change. Like, Noah said that doesn't work for him. He's got shit going on. So, okay, see.
It worked, didn't it? Damn it. All right, I'm a manipulative little fuck.
Well, it ain't going to work next time because we talk now.
Damn it.
I'm going to be like, did Joe text you about rescheduling to Monday at 4 p.m.?
Team up on me.
So... we can end chapter 3 of Joe Slander. I wanted to start the podcast with this. Yeah, it just happened to me.
This is a good one, yeah.
So I've been selling a couple things on Facebook Marketplace. I sold my Xbox a couple days ago because I have my PlayStation.
What do you have? What Xbox was it?
I had the Series S.
You should have said something, man. I was looking to buy one like a couple weeks ago.
I sold it for like $140.
You know what? Maybe if you two would text each other.
Dude, I just went and bought...
It was on Facebook, but you don't have Facebook.
I went and bought a Series X digital used for $399. I'd have gone in.
The Series S is basically the same thing, just less hard drive space or less.
1440 versus 4K.
I wouldn't be able to tell the difference because
I know I don't play anything that's 4K right now anyway. So
so I sold that. That went smooth. They wound up being a sergeant at a prison in Carlisle or some shit.
Oh, cool.
Carlisle? You didn't meet him in Carlisle.
No. Oh. He came to me. He lives in Wrightsville. Because I posted it on the Wrightsville Facebook page. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like 5,000 people are in that page. I'll sell everything quick. But then you get the fuckers. Is this still available? Hi. That's it. Hi. Hi, are you interested? No response. 3 days later, it's already marked pending for somebody else. Yes, I'm interested. When can I pick up? And then they get pissed off that you say that it's pending. They're like, well, I was interested. I texted you. It took you 72 fucking business hours to respond to me. So I get this lady. She asks, very easy, no negotiation. She's like, all right, I'll pick up Friday. The 6:30 work for you? Like, yeah, that's great. Before I, reschedule
6:30, Joe.
So then I get this long...
that bitch. 5 o'clock. I've got a podcast.
No, so there was
you need to have all your evenings.
It was a very specific time, and I'll get into why if you let me fucking talk. So she says 6:30. She waits for me to confirm this fucking time, and then she's like, "Okay, so I drive a city bus. I'm gonna be at the Rudders in Marietta at 6:30 on the dot. I have to put the bus on the 4 ways on the bus, run out of into Rudders, get the cash out from Rudders, hand that to you, grab the Oculus, and go. I'm like, sure, I'll just park there. Sure as shit, 6:30. She rolls up with this full bus at Rudders. 4 ways, blocks the one-way of traffic.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Are there people on the bus?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Oh my God. Just imagine you're on that bus and you see the bus driver.
Oh shit!
Fucking
fuck!
Like,
dude, it had to because it was a bus stop. So even if there wasn't people, there was people getting on that bus for free. Sure as shit, 6:30 on the dot. I'm there at 6:28 I'm like, there's no way this bitch is gonna show up in a bus. Pulls into Rudders, 4 ways on, blocks the shit. She runs out of the fucking bus. She's like, okay, get the money for you. She goes to the ATM, gets the money out, and then she literally like almost throws the money at me. She's like, where's the Oculus? I give her the Oculus. She's like, okay, great, thank you. It's my son's birthday pie. And she's saying that she's running back to the bus.
I mean, that lady's dedicated.
She's efficient.
Wow.
She gets back in that bus, and before I could even look back at the bus, it was gone. It might have been a facade. It might not have happened.
Wow.
That is a great mom, but I am with Joe.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting on that bus and it's like, we're
This
pulling
lady's running.
all of a sudden we just stop at Rudders and Marietta, and the 4 ways come on. All of a sudden you just see her just go. I'd be like, should I get off the fucking bus? Like,
is somebody about to shoot this bus? She's running like a GTA character away from danger.
I'd be like looking at my phone, like, is there anything going on in Marietta right now I should be aware of?
I think there was a bomb on that bus.
I've watched Speed before,
Yeah,
right? Like,
I've
this
seen that
bitch just
movie.
dropped it below 55 miles per hour.
That's it. We're all done.
But usually buses aren't that punctual, right? I mean, I've never really taken a bus around here, but like,
I don't know.
You would think a few minutes, but it was like 6:29, 6:30. She's there.
Wow.
And it's that bus stop right in front of Rudder. She just stops. I couldn't believe, like, she was moving. She must have been stretching in that bus, like, in between spots. She's like, 2 more stops until I gotta get the Oculus.
She's like, we're almost there.
My only experience was taking the mega bus to Pittsburgh. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. We called it the mega snail. That thing would go so slow.
I've been on a couple in, like,
my
New York City for, like,
God.
NYC tours, but, like...
Yeah. It's back when they first started putting Wi-Fi on stuff. Yeah. It was, like, right out of college. So I was like, well. Didn't really work, though.
It's probably pretty...
like, Wi-Fi still sucks everywhere.
Yeah, except for Southwest uses Starlink now.
Really?
Yeah. Southwest for free. You can message people at least. It's like $8 and you get like full speed internet there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. But when we were flying, but I was only on the flight for like an hour and a half, and I'm like $8 for an hour and a half.
I could turn off my phone.
Everybody can go fuck themselves for an hour and a half.
So before we end, I just want to ask, on the podcast, on record, how was your podcast last week?
Oh,
I'm very excited to watch it. I have been
Oh.
thinking about it all week. I'm very excited. 'Cause I picked him up. From this
everybody
podcast.
that's going to watch Mike's episode tomorrow should be very happy with the content because Mike was a fantastic guest.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to watch it.
Mike was exactly everything I thought he was going to be. He did not let me down.
Mike delivered to the point where I feel like we have at least 2 more episodes of content with Mike.
You think so?
That we could go over. Yeah, because we definitely
I think
didn't
you
get
should
through
do an
our
episode
stuff.
with me and him, because him and I go off of each other.
We
really
got 4
well.
mics. We can have both of you on at the same time. That is not a problem.
I mean,
That would actually be 5.
Yeah.
we spend a lot of time together.
4 mics and a mic. Hey!
And on that note,
Doug liked it.
I'm just kidding.
Doug didn't like that.
Doug liked it.
He's going to have to turn the subtitles on to know what you said.
God damn it.
I'm very excited for that one. I picked him up when I picked him up last weekend, and I just saw like him like emitting happiness. I'm like, this is gonna be a good podcast.
Oh, he was having a blast.
Mike did a fantastic job. Mike was very nervous at first.
Yeah,
which I don't understand
too. You
because
could
it's just
tell I was
us.
very tight.
It
in the
is
beginning
so
of mine.
funny that like
I don't
people-
understand why. It's just us. Like you're just.
This one
you
felt
know
way
that-
more natural though, because I was thinking about the camera the first time a lot.
Yeah, I mean that thing. I forget it's even there, but I've been friends with Joe long enough that he films every goddamn thing. All our sex tapes
Hey, thanks
are
for
on
filming
that.
my wedding. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I heard you made a 2 a.m. agreement with my fiance.
I guess. Yeah, whatever.
He
Sure.
filmed my wedding.
He
He
agreed to
filmed
do it
the
for
wedding
free,
night.
too.
He filmed,
You filmed the night?
yeah, the
Wow.
night, yeah.
Like,
That was
in the
part of the
hotel?
deal.
He was with me.
Got to get the good stuff. You know the good stuff, all right?
He's never seen anything like that before,
I don't
so-
think I paid you to do mine. You just said I'm not editing. Go fuck yourself.
I give every friend the same deal.
Yeah, he said,
I'll
I'll
set
give
a
you the
camera,
footage, you do
put
what you
mics
want.
on you, and run away. which would be this.
Yeah,
It'd be that,
this.
and then just put these mics on, and then you go up and do your thing, and then that's what you're gonna get.
Honestly, that would be great.
Because there's
because I don't want to spend $5,000 on a 10-minute edited video. I really don't.
Yeah.
No, you got to do it yourself.
Yeah, and I
know a guy.
basic video editing.
I know a guy.
Yeah, that's what I did at Fuzzes too. So it's like because like most people want them for me to be there. I'm like, I can be there or I can work it. I can't
that's what we had.
It
that
doesn't work to do both. Like, oh, come over, have a drink. I'm like, I can't. If you want me to do it like a wedding video,
if it gets 20% of what we want it to get, cool. If it doesn't, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like I just we wanted you to be a guest.
I think the only thing out of ours that we actually watched was the actual ceremony anyway, because you're doing it, so you don't really think about it. But then I think that's the only part we watched afterwards.
I really
just the
fucked
coming
up.
in and coming out. Yeah,
that's really all I had from my wedding. I think Doug was running around with the camera, but it was mainly a camera with us mics.
Yeah.
You know.
My sister's was low budget, so I was the videographer, the DJ, and the officiant. I married them, and
damn,
yeah, nice. I did all of that. And the DJ was fun. I just kept getting more drunk. So I got more fun every time I went back up to the mic. But she had the playlist set and everything. And I officiated and I also recorded. So she got me a tripod. And I wanted to use the mics that they had there. And I'm like, you're not going to be able to hear us because we were all the way, the camera was all the way at the other side of the aisle. You could just see their mouths moving. You don't hear anything. You hear nothing from that. And I'm like, you can see what happened. Look, you guys are getting married. Yay. Yeah, well.
You got to have it.
It was a phone too. It wasn't even a phone.
Yeah, that's because I won't be a dick to my friends. I'll be like, you need a mic on because you're not going to talk loud.
I wanted to use the mics. Well, I mean, we only had a couple hours there.
Take these good ones with you.
Yeah, I know. I'd be worried about the range on those. If it's just the two of you, I'll give you the good ones. These I mean, we got to go that far. The other ones,
like the ones with the box.
He has the ones with the.
No, it's just the same as these. Are just they cost more. That's it. So I trust them more. And they can internally record, so if those fail going to the camera, I'll have it on internally. These don't internally
just as a backup,
record.
yeah, that's all it is.
See? I don't know how to get people on the fucking podcast, but I know how to make the shit work.
I'd be happy to come back if you guys want me at last minute. I'll come back.
Hold on. Back to Joe bashing session here. It's not that you don't know how to get people on the podcast.
So you choose not to put the effort in.
You put no effort in because and I will quote Joe 100%. The moment this podcast feels like work, I'm going to stop doing it.
Yes.
How many projects have you started in your life where you feel like you're working and never again?
Exactly.
I've seen at least 3 in 5 years.
I'm not doing it again.
Maddie showed me another.
I like to do.
Maddie showed me another one of your YouTube channels last week where you guys had stuff going on, and that never.
This
got
one's
posted.
still rolling because there's somebody else making phone calls.
Holy shit! We have another guest.
We got a co-host.
My God, we got a studio audience in here. As much crap as we got.
Did Joe book you?
That's next week's guest.
So I think AI, if I come back, would be really cool. Or if you guys do it with somebody else, that's fine. But I think
we might. We don't really like you. So.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I'm just a stand-in. I really am just a stand-in.
After Gabby's next week, we have nobody scheduled. Nobody else
but there's only so many times you can have me on.
Keep your phone on.
Like the shorts, the YouTube shorts. Like, stop posting me. Like, it's nice that you're posting me, but post some different podcasts. There's like 5 in a row of me.
So actually, you had the most that we made when we started using the new software. So you have the most that we've created to start.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have the other ones. So we have Cisco's and stuff
enough.
like that.
I mean, I just keep seeing the shorts come up, and I'm like, oh, it's me again. I didn't know there was this many quotable things.
It will
in my
be you
episode.
for a while, just because when we started with the new software, it actually gave us a bunch of clips that were really good. So we
the Ford one was great. Like it clipped it perfectly.
Out of one podcast, it'll pull out like 60 shorts.
Yeah, we ended up with like 60 shorts. And out of that 60, we only took like 15 or 20.
10 or 15. Yeah.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I was very surprised how many came off of mine like in a row. I kept seeing my face and I'm like, this podcast didn't feel like it was that quotable, but hey, it pulled them. So
no, I mean, and that's the thing. Like there were other podcasts that I ran through the same software that didn't find near as much stuff that we were talking about either. So
well, the framing of that one, it's like framing the fucking wall. And you're like, what the hell?
Or it would just be a blurred background for half of it.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Well, that's what's taken me so long to get the rest of them to them, because like you can either do it the way we did it with the ones that are launching now, which is the quick way. So like all the comments are wrong and shit.
Yeah.
Or I can take the time to do the editing, but the problem is the software that we're using right now is all web-based, and it's very laggy. The latency is there.
Well, yeah, it's trying to parse through a 2-hour video.
So I've talked this guy into, we're going to change softwares probably next month. And then from there, it should be a lot easier. And I will get you the Google Drive link.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll exchange numbers.
This is
Wait, we're iPhones. We can do this.
Yeah, we can just do the thing.
I've actually never done this before for somebody that doesn't have my contact info. Okay. There it goes.
Work.
There it goes.
There it goes. Oh, share.
Oops. Go ahead, try it again.
You know, Android did this like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but Apple did it better.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
look at that. Look at that. I got it.
Way better now.
Yeah.
You could have just texted each other your numbers.
We didn't have to. We touched phones.
You didn't have to you didn't have to fucking touch tips like that in front of me.
You're just upset because if we touch tips, it does nothing.
I already have both of your numbers.
And you don't use them appropriately.
Do you want me to set up a TikTok? Okay, buddy.
All right. Is there anything else we are at 1:40. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
What were we talking about before that? I feel like I had
Mike's podcast.
You wanted to ask about Mike's podcast. How things went there.
And then the toilet paper. And
all right. Well, thank you for sticking around this long, Doug. You are the man. Anybody else that made it this far, we owe you. We apologize. So
follow the TikTok, like, comment. Just do anything to get us up on the For You page.
What if they made it this far and they didn't subscribe? I don't know if I want more subscribers. Maybe we'll stay at 69.
Yeah.
Don't subscribe. Don't fucking.
69's a good number.
Don't do it.
If there's 68, do it. If there's 70, well,
you're gonna have to find one of the 70 people and kill them.
If it's 70, them. Doug, you're gonna have to take one of those bogus accounts off. All right. Well, other than that, next week we have his fiance on Gabby, unless things change. If that happens, this won't make
He might not have ever actually scheduled her. Who knows?
He did schedule her, so
make a group chat. You just got to start making group chats.
Yeah,
that's what I did for Cisco. That's how we got Cisco here.
Yeah, that took.
Do you guys do the clap at the end too? So I'm on time.
No, we wave.
No, we just wave. Yeah.
We wave. We clink and wave.
An empty glass.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Later.